Well, and when you start talking about Nelson County, a team that, as we mentioned a moment ago, they're 8-8 overall, 4-0 in the district. Troy Thomas, in his first year, has a very nice ball club, and a lot of the players we start looking at for this Nelson County team, they've been playing here for a long time. I mean, senior Marley Walls is a fine ball player, and we know what her capabilities are. But there's some other talented players on this team that really add to what we've been able to see. Lauren Seeley comes in a senior, another one of the seniors on this ball club. I think you're going to see this Nelson County team kind of the way we thought. That's a team that was good, but they're starting to get great.
Let's make no mistake. This team is only as good as where Marley Walls takes them. I mean, she averages 23 a game. She is fantastic. She was a big part of that 5th Region Championship team last year. She's back, and she's as good a guard as you'll see definitely in this region. She handles the ball well. She is fierce defensively. 23 a game. Marley Walls is going to lead this team. I like Hodgins too, though. Hodgins, a young kid. She's been around forever. She's like Maddie Riley. She's the Maddie Riley of Nelson County. She's played forever. Averages 10 a game. She can play. I mean, those are your two players to watch for Nelson County, but this is a Nelson County team that's played a tough schedule this year. They're battle-tested. Washington County's going to have a tough one tonight.
Do want to remind you, you can go to the Washington County High School Facebook page. They're going to be picking up the video tonight and having the game on live and picking up our audio. Thanks to Mike Cyphers and his team up there working with us to get us a good solid internet stream.
Those guys are the best in the business. I'm just going to tell you.
They're good men.
I missed them this year, though. I missed them. I've always enjoyed last year looking out on Facebook and checking out the games, and it's good to see those guys back here because they're some of the best. Those broadcasts those guys put out, and other things that I've seen them do just within respect to the Washington County School District. First class, man. First class.
We'll always be number 2 because they are number 1. Speaking of 1 minute away. Keep it right here. When we come back, we're going to tip it off. It's Nelson County and Washington County and Girls High School Hoops. You're listening to high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
That shit don't change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say the change and look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Washington County High School for 19th District basketball action. Tonight we welcome in the Lady Cardinals from Nelson County and your Washington County Commanderettes. This season marks the 100th year of basketball under the direction of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association leadership. This year's celebration will give all 255 high schools across the Commonwealth the opportunity to be a part of this historic season of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we are reminded of the sacrifices Americans have made in the name of liberty, freedom, and justice to honor those who serve our country as law enforcement officials, firefighters, and military personnel. Please join both schools in honoring America by standing as one nation and as one people for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
the starting lineup. First for the visiting Lady Cardinals of Nelson County. At guard, a senior number 2, Marley Wall. At guard, a freshman number 10, Amelia Hodges. At forward, a freshman number 11, Ella Thompson. At guard, a sophomore number 20, Zaria Burton. And at forward, a senior number 44, Lauren Seeley. The coach, Troy Thomas.
John Graves giving us the starting lineups, and he'll be giving the Washington County Commanderette starting lineups in just a moment. Nelson County be dressed in the red uniforms with the
And
white letters, white numbers. Let's go back to John Graves.
Washington County Commanderettes. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 2, Abigail Murph Mattingly. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 4, Amber Murphy. At guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 12, Fran Taylor. At guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 23, Maddie Riley. And at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 32, Megan Cloyd. Associate coaches J.T. Roby, your head coach, Lena Bramlett.
John Graves is the public address announcer here at Washington County High School. As I mentioned, Nelson County being the road red uniforms, white letters, white numbers. Washington County in the home white, blue letters, blue numbers, and the blue stripes. Adrian Goodman's ready. He's one of our officials going to the center court with the call. Here's Jim Reed.
Mattingly and Thompson. And Thompson lets Mattingly control the tip, and Washington County will get it going here to start. Throws it out of bounds. Unprovoked error as they were looking to trap out near midcourt, and they throw it away. So not a good start for the Commanderettes and Nelson County's. Marley Walls will bring it down, facing a 2-3 zone. Walls goes left side. Thompson has it back up top. Hodges, right side to Seeley. 5-out offense facing this zone. Walls up top to Burton, left side, Thompson. Ball fakes, puts a dribble down. Now Walls has it, crosses it over, looking to create. Goes to Hodges, into the paint, dishes to Walls. Quick pass over to Seeley, and she will walk. Tried to set her feet up there and move the pivot foot.
Start out with 2 turnovers. A turnover for each team underway here. Just starting, Nelson County, Washington County, and girls hoops.
Floyd set to throw it in, facing the pressure, gets it into Riley. Riley looks to attack, goes in, makes a pass intended for Mattingly, but stolen away. Here comes Walls up the left side, now to the center of the floor. The little runner from 8 feet's too hard off the back of the rim and knocked around. Walls and Riley scrambling forward. It's Walls up with it. Now to Hodges, a 3-point shot from the right wing. It's too hard off the back of the rim. Rebounded underneath by Thompson. Now a walk is called as she was being hounded by Riley, and Thompson commits a walk. No score, 7:08 to go, first quarter. We're just underway at Washington County High School. Jim Reed and the legend, Hal be good with you. Cloyd facing man-to-man pressure, and a bad pass intended for Taylor and thrown out of bounds. Lena Bramlett folds her arms, not happy with the early going attack of this pressure defense from Nelson County.
Yeah, Nelson County's pressure gave Washington County all kinds of problems last meeting.
Walls 3-point shot, silky smooth from that left corner. Nothing but the nylon. They say a 2-point shot. So evidently a foot on the line. Murphy gets it. Again, full court pressure. In some trouble. Gets rid of it to Riley. She'll look to bring it down, and now reaching in will be either Thompson or Hodges. They're going to say Hodges picks a foul up. That'll be her first. The first on either team. Guarding a little too closely there against Maddie Riley, who dribbles the ball extremely low to the ground. That's a positive thing to do when you're being hounded defensively. Taylor gives it to Riley. Tries to split it. That time she dribbled a little high, and Burton steals it. Then knocked out of bounds by Taylor. And it'll stay with Nelson County. Substitute Snellen quickly in with 6:41 to go, and Riley will take a seat. Lena not happy with her sophomore floor general. J.T. Roby will take an opportunity to talk to her. 2-3 Washington County zone. Hodges, right side. Burton has it. Comes off the left side. Bounce pass to Hodges. She'll try a 3-point shot and sinks it from that left wing. 5-0. So a 5-0. Nelson County starting this one. Taylor has it stolen to the basket. Thompson up and in, and Lena Bramlett. You have to be thinking close to calling a timeout. 7-0 Nelson County. Up above, Murphy breaks into the open court, but now Walls picks her up, picks her dribble up, does Murphy. Looking for some help and finds it's Taylor. Now they run a little weave action. Snellen has it into the corner to Taylor. Has it knocked away, nearly stolen. Taylor gets it back in that right corner, gets rid of it to Snellen. Three-point shot, no good. Missed off the right side and rebounded, controlled by Nelson County. Here comes Walls. Look to go up ahead to Seeley, but it is kicked, and the violation will keep it with Nelson County. 5:44 to go, first period. It's Washington County trailing Nelson County 7-0. Hodges into Thompson. Ooh, maybe got away with a walk, and a foul's going to be called against Washington County. Lee Snellen's going to be the culprit. And that'll be Madison Snellen's first. That'll send Thompson to the charity stripe for 2. 68% free throw shooter on the season. Ella Thompson, a 5'11 freshman, puts the first free throw up and good.
Nice looking freshman. Plays well, has 3 points, shoots from the charity stripe well, plays offense, defense well, hits both of them there, Jim.
So 9-0 Nelson County lead, 5:42 to go first quarter. Snellen in there and now in a hurry up that right side, cut off by Burton. In some trouble, goes to the floor looking for some help. Hodges and Burton will tie her up, and the possession arrow will send it Nelson County's way. Not a good start early, Beesman.
You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think, do you slow it down on the offense on the Nelson County team if you can get it past the half-court line? What are some things you do differently? I don't know. Their pressure's tough. They play a half-court pressure tough, the full court. You just got to really take it to them, and that's what Washington County's trying to do, but their defense is just really one that Washington County can't find an answer to.
Thompson underneath, hands the pass off to Seeley, puts the shot up from 6 feet, short, off the front of the rim, and Snellen clears it for Washington County up ahead to Murphy. 10-foot jumper is too hard off the back of the rim. There's Abigail Mattingly with the putback. No good, but a good offensive rebound for Mattingly, and her efforts will give her 2 free throw shots. That foul is on Thompson. That'll be the first on Ella Thompson.
That's what I like about that sophomore. She's coming in, and Abigail Mattingly's been able to stay hard and strong on the board. Now, she may not be able to get a basket every time, and we need to work on some free throw shooting as she misses the first one. But just a sophomore coming in her first year, I like the odds of really working with her. And Coach Lena Bramlett will do an awesome job with that.
Here's the second free throw. Missed it. Too hard. Soft on the first, hard on the second. Here goes Walls. Up the left side. Nelson County going right. Nice little step there by Walls, but misses a shot.
And who's there to get the rebound? Mattingly.
Absolutely. Here comes Maddie Riley up ahead. Shot up over Seeley is no good, and Seeley clears it for Nelson County. Walls brings it up. Now to Hodges. Maybe got away with a walk on that left wing. Looks to attack. Gives it to Seeley. Quick pass to Thompson. Thompson up top to Walls. Walls tosses an overhead pass to Hodges. A one-handed cross-court pass to Thompson. Quick pass back out to Walls. Now looks to go into the paint. Dishes it to Seeley. Seeley out to Thompson. A shot from 12 is too hard off the back of the rim. But Seeley with the offensive rebound gives it to Burton. And now Nelson County with Walls will reset things. 9-0. Here's Burton. A three-point shot from the left corner. Off. Rebounded. Here's Hodges. The shot is good from the right wing. That's a freshman. 6 points for Hodges early going. She has 6 of the 12, and it's Nelson County leading 12-0 with 4:05 to go, and then thrown out of bounds by Washington County.
On this 2-3 zone by Washington County, they got Mattingly playing in one of the top of the twos. Maybe doing that for her hands, but I still like her down there for the offensive board, maybe playing more in the middle or to the left or right forward slot.
Substitutes for Nelson County, Madison McLean, a 5'7 junior in there. Also checking in will be Alicia Allen, 5'4 senior. Walls has it. Crosses it over into the paint, dishes out. Hodges, here's another three-point shot. Boom.
Well, she's smoking.
She is feeling it. 15-0. Hodges, 9 points. Goodness gracious. She is on fire. Freshman who's played a long time for Nelson County. Riley up ahead into front court. Washington County looking for their first points. Kaylee Thompson has it, gets a screen. And now a foul. This one is going to go against Walls.
Her first team third for Nelson County with 3:36 remaining. in the first quarter of play.
15-0, you're right. Snelling in front of the Nelson County bench. Two coaches, David Simpson, Jamie Hodges over there. Pass comes into Cloyd. One dribble and picks it up. She has a bad habit of doing that. Now in some trouble and stolen. Thompson steals it from Riley up the length of the floor, and the right-handed layup is good. Cloyd, and now Nelson County will call off the Dogs with the Lady Cards holding a 17-0 lead. The coaching staff says no press. Thompson has it, guarded by Walls, crossing it over. Walls steals it away, picks it away from Thompson, up ahead, and then Thompson trips Walls, and a foul will be on Kaylee.
Yeah, feet got tangled up going after the ball. Thompson there didn't put a foot out to trip like we do in East Texas basketball. It was just one of those, hey, sorry about that.
Brianna Brady checks in, Fran Taylor back in, and Mattingly and Riley will
you steal it from me in the day in East Texas, you're going to get tripped. I'm just going to stick my foot out there.
I'm sure. We used to do that on Loretta Road, too. Here's Hodges, another three-point shot. Good!
She's rolling. Boy,
for Hodges.
4 3-pointers in this first quarter of play.
On fire, smoking, hot is the freshman. Hodges comes in averaging 10 a game. She has 12 already. Another steal, and Walls has it for Nelson County, and now stolen back away by Cloyd. Up ahead, Snelling with Thompson to beat, puts it up with the left hand, no good. In there battling for it is Taylor, and also Walls. On the floor is Thompson, and Thompson gets it to Taylor, but then Taylor has it stolen away by Allen. Up ahead, Hodges for the right-handed layup, good. Have yourself a game, Hodges. 14 points for the freshman.
All in this first quarter.
22-0. Nelson County not pressing but playing man-to-man defense. Here goes Taylor. Taylor has it, couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. And it'll be Nelson County basketball. Sealy back in, also checking in for the first time. Casey Spalding, an 8th grade, 5'6", 8th grader. And a substitute for Washington County is Maddie Sagersey, 5'5", sophomore. Kelly Thompson, Cloyd out, and Maddie Riley back in. Walls running the point, 2 minutes to go in this one. Allen has it right wing. Walls facing the zone, now goes to Spalding. Back to Walls, quick pass, Allen. 3-point shot from the right wing, missed it too hard. Sealy in there battling. She gets it, puts it up over Brady, is good, and Brady fouls her.
We knew Sealy would be a threat with her height and the way she plays, but worked that one well. Was able to draw the foul, got the easy 2 at the line to shoot 1.
So the clock running is the rule into play. Is Sealy? What is the point spread for the rule?
I thought it was 34-36.
All right, here's a jump ball. Possession arrow this time will be Washington County, but the clock is not stopping. So not sure on that piece of the puzzle, and it continues to run now. So, anyways, we got a full timeout, 1:20 to go, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Country 100.9 WLSK.
I don't know if there's a... Reed just talking with the official scorekeeper, John Weiss, make sure there's something I didn't know. Maybe there was if you did not score, maybe if it's 24 points, they throw the mercy rule in, but it's 24-0 with Nelson County leading, but I never would have thought that.
Well, the clock was running. I looked up,
right.
and that's why I asked you, because I get confused on
It's a problem with the
mercy
clicker.
Rule.
Yeah, a little clicker problem there.
Well,
I have clicker problems every now and then. It's not funny, man. You get 55.
I ain't too far behind you.
I got clicker problems all over the place out there.
Hey, I ain't too far behind you, brother, man.
Yeah, 35 is the official, is what he said.
All right, so
it's a mercy rule. So
several
I
seconds.
said 30. I said 34, 36. So I was wrong there too.
Several seconds ran off. Here's a foul. Spalding's going to pick this one up. Casey guarding Riley a little close.
Well, and we, we're not looking for mercy rules or anything like that. We're just trying to figure out about why the clock is running.
Absolutely.
The thing is here, I think Washington County really, they just struggle with this type of defense, and we've said that they do in anybody they play, but Nelson County especially, because Nelson County's defense is one of those that's just so sticky and hard to even get your offense going in any type of weave like we're seeing right now.
Riley to Taylor. Less than a minute to go in this first period. Washington County looking for just some points, something positive here, and they're not going to get it. Lost out of bounds, lost off of Sealy, so they will keep it with 47 ticks to go in this first period. Nelson County, only starter out there at this point is Sealy, and she gets the steal. Up ahead to Hellard, who's in there, puts a shot up and no good, short. Rebounded, controlled by Sagersey. Ashley Hellard is a player that's in there, so the starters are resting Les Sealy, who remains on the floor. Taylor with it. Murphy splits the defenders, puts a shot up, no good, but Sealy fouls her. She'll shoot two.
Goal to stripe for Washington County. That foul looks like it's going to be on McLean. Madison McLean picked up her first, team fifth. Murphy had a big game against Marion. Amber Murphy at the line. Junior for Washington County.
Puts a free throw up and too hard off the back of the iron. 24 seconds to go. Nelson County leading 24-0 here at Washington County High School. Nightcap tonight, Nelson County, Washington County. That should be a good one. Murphy, the second free throw is no good. Can't get it to go, and now a whistle as Sealy had secured the rebound. Sagersey is going to pick the foul up. And for Maddie, that'll be her first foul, and number 4 on Washington County. 23.9 seconds. Here comes Casey Spalding. Right side with it is Hellard. Hellard up top. McLean has it now to Allen, inside to Sealy, looking to make the move. Little baby hook up and no good. Brady defended well that time for Washington County. 6 seconds. Riley has it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Not going to recognize the clock, and that's going to do it. 24-0. That is our score after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a break. Back to the action. You're listening to high school basketball on Country 100.9 WLSK.
Well, 24-0 is your score, with Nelson County leading the Washington County Commanderettes, and really the story is Amelia Hodges, the freshman, coming in 4 3-pointers. Jim, 14 points, all in that first quarter of play. Boy, she really lit it up.
Just on fire. Did she miss a shot? I don't think she missed a shot. She hit 4 3-pointers and then hit a layup. I don't think she missed a shot.
She played pretty perfect while she was in there. Nelson County in general, they're one of the top teams in the 5th region, even though their schedule I think is much harder. I mean, you got Elizabethtown at 14-1 leading the 5th region right now according to the lit ratings, and maybe you have Nelson County there 6 or 7, but I think this is a team that will be one to be reckoned with, Jim.
Burton misses a shot. Rebound controlled by Washington County. Cloyd defended by Walls, looking for some help. Gets Taylor. Walls hounding her all the way down. Now Cloyd has it. To Murphy. Murphy to Taylor. Right side to Snellen. Back up top to Fran Taylor. She'll set the offense up. Right side with it, Snellen. Over on the right wing, down with the left hand. Now she'll take the shot. Missed it too hard. Looked good. Just hit off the back of the iron. And Walls up ahead to Hodges. Dribbles off of Murphy's foot, and the turnover. Here comes the Commanderette. Snelling to the basket. Shot up, no good. Missed it. Walls was defending and maybe distracted Madison a little bit. And now here comes Nelson County. Walls, a three-point shot, too short. Rebounded Seeley, puts it up from 8 feet, got it. 26-0, complete Nelson County dominance in this one. The freshman Taylor running the point for Washington County. Dishes over, bad pass. Snelling couldn't handle it. Snelling had angled to her left. The pass was more if she would have angled to her right. Turnover gives it back to Nelson County. Hodges running the point now. She did her damage on the wing, and her and Marley Walls have kind of traded places. Thompson hasn't. Now Hodges into the gut of the zone. Shot up by Walls, no good. Walls can't get anything to go tonight. She's struggling. It's about the only negative for Nelson County. Murphy with it, looking inside. Instead, will pass it to Taylor. Guarded by Walls. She is sticky defensively. You really have to watch her. She's always looking to knock it away just like that. And the steal on the young freshman. Spins on her, looks to attack, puts a shot up and in, and she's fouled. She'll shoot a basket.
Yeah, Marley is an excellent ball player, was able to not only come up with the steal but get the basket. Now she'll go the stripe for a trifecta the old-fashioned way.
It's one of the things she's always done is exploited. You know, if you put the ball out in front of her, she was going to exploit you as she hits a free throw. It's kind of like, you put the cheese out there for the mouse, he's going to take it, right? And that's the equivalent. Washington County has it, 29-0, looking for the first basket. Taylor, right side, Snelling, guarded by Burton, goes inside, kicked out of bounds by Burton. Pass intended there for Abigail, who was posting up on the right block. So Snelling will throw it in, 5:43 to go, second quarter of play. Snelling comes into Murphy. Picks her dribble up, goes to Snelling in the right corner, looks inside to Mattingly. Dribbles out, will switch places with Murphy and hand it out to Taylor. 5:30 to go, second period. Snelling, right wing, looks, steps, now goes off a screen, passes, nice little give and go to Mattingly, puts it up too hard, gets her own rebound, looks to attack, and now 3 seconds called. Just really waited too long to attack the basket. It was a nice give and go there, though, by Washington County.
Yeah, I love that. Even Mattingly didn't hit that first one on the give and go, but was able to get the rebound, but got caught up again in that defense. And as a young player, just needs to be able to either call a timeout in that type of problem or get rid of the ball, get it to somebody else.
Hodges has it, top of the key, right side to Thompson, into the gut to Walls. Walls dishes out to Burton. Now Hodges has it, tried to find Seeley underneath, deflected, and Walls gets it. Now crosses it over into the paint, dishes Hodges, three-point shot. No good, short this time. She finally missed. She is a human. Here goes Washington County. Snelling up ahead to a wide-open Murphy. To the basket, shot is blocked by Walls, and Walls will pick the foul up.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. I mean, it looked like from here it was a foul for sure, but Adrian Goodman comes over and does say it was personal foul on the Walls, her first, team fifth.
30-second timeout, 4:46 to go, second period, 29-0, Nelson County.
Friday night, we got it for you right here. We've got two of the most well-renowned individuals that are going to be calling high school basketball in the Central Kentucky area for many more years.
Did you say well-renowned or well-round?
Well-round. I said renowned, but now that you say round, if you said round, everyone would think I'm going to be with you.
Yeah.
It's Jim Reed and Chad Little Bino Spalding. They are not well-round, but they are well-rounded. 6 o'clock for the girls. The boys will follow 20th District Friday night right here on 100.9 WLSK.
I'm sure you got a romantical night with Miss Mary Lynn.
We do. We have plans with my daughter.
There, I knew that was going to happen. Murphy, first free throw short.
My daughter went to Ireland with her husband, and they're coming down Friday, and I appreciate you guys giving me a night off. I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Murphy trying to get a point in the score column, got it. So 29-1 Washington County. Finally, with 4:46 to go, ink their points in the column. Hodges misses on the three-point shot, and after a pinball action, Floyd comes up with it for Washington County, and here come the Commanderettes. Taylor points to the sky, calling the play, guarded by Hodges. Goes right side, Murphy gets a screen from Mattingly. They had to maybe pick and roll that time, didn't take it. And here's Taylor with a big three-point shot from the top of the key. The freshman gets it 29-4. Now here goes Walls, little all the way, nobody picked her up, split the two defenders at the top of the zone and hits a 6-foot runner.
Give her 7.
Can't give that to Marley Walls. She will score 50. You got to cut her off. Left side, Snellen has it. Snellen down in the corner to Cloyd. Cloyd looking for some help. Gets Snellen. Now Taylor will set things back up. Not before looking over to the bench and getting the call from Lena Bramlett. Ooh, Taylor maybe got away with the walk, but will not get away with the turnovers. Walls steals it 2-on-1. Hodges up with the left hand. Missed it. Walls with the offensive rebound. Shot up. Good, and a foul.
Hodges had the easy 2. Missed a gimme. But boy, the veteran Walls in there not only to pick up the basket, but he'll be back at the stripe to shoot 1.
Foul on Snellen, number 2. And Marley Walls, senior, puts a free throw up, got it. 34-4.
Walls has 10.
Quiet 10 for Walls.
It is.
Hodges has been a loud whatever she's got. Here's a near turnover and is. Walls another steal. And she's in a hurry, a 3-on-2. Shot up and good by Seeley. 36-4. A 32-point lead for Nelson County. Murphy. This is at the point where you really can't look at the scoreboard if you're Lena Bramlett. You got to implore your kids to just work hard, play hard, and forget about the scoreboard. Right side is Snellen. Now to Taylor. Gets a screen and had Mattingly for a moment, but now he's still, and it's Walls the other way. 38-4. Taylor walking it down, not in a hurry. And McKenna Ellis will check in at the break for Nelson County. Near steal and is stolen by Burton. Lost it though and stolen back by Taylor. And here comes Washington County. Cloyd looking to attack. Thompson reached in, maybe got away with a foul. And a shot good by Murphy from 18. 38-6. Walls, left side, Hodges. Looks to attack, gives it over to Walls. Now Burton has it in the right corner, inside to Seeley. Turn around, missed everything. Rebounded by Mattingly, or by Taylor. Knocked out of bounds by Seeley, but it'll stay with the Commanderettes. Brady, Lucky Burton, Maddie Riley back in. Mattingly out, Snellen out, Taylor out. And as mentioned, McKenna Ellis in for Nelson County. She'll replace Thompson. 1:40 to go, second quarter. Right side, Riley goes around Seeley, puts it up and in. Lena Bramlett has not been happy with the play of her sophomore and sat her for much of that second period. And maybe she has shown she wants to respond because that was a nice move. 38-8. Hodges, right side, Burton has it. Back to Hodges. One-handed pass to Burton down in the short corner, right short corner to Seeley, and then Seeley goes back out to Hodges. Hodges tried to find Walls, but it was knocked away by Riley and stolen. Burton has it for the Commanderettes. Now Riley looking to attack into the paint. Nice pass to Brady. If she would have turned around, she would have had an easy shot, made it difficult and missed it. And now a jump ball as it was Seeley in there battling, and the jump ball with Mattingly. It'll stay with possession, I should say, will give it to the Commanderettes. Set to throw it in. Pass comes in to Mattingly. Free throw line has it knocked away by Walls. I thought Walls fouled. Nothing was called. And Mattingly, nice shot, no good. Seeley gets it. Up ahead, Walls, 3-on-2. Up and Burton can't handle it. Out of bounds, but touched by Riley. So with 43.9 seconds, it will stay Nelson County's way. They lead 38-8. Sagerson will check back in for Washington County. She'll replace Abigail Mattingly. Hodges set to throw it in. And comes into Walls. Quick pass back to Hodges in the left corner. Cross courts it to Burton. Down in the right corner to Hodges. Here Hodges has it from the left wing. Good.
Shoo-wee.
Off the pass from Ellis, and Hodges, her 5th three-point shot of the night.
She has been a playing.
41-8. 23 seconds to go in this one. Riley looking to attack, and now Ellis with her hands on her commits a foul. So McKenna Ellis, a 5'5" sophomore, picks up, they say, her second.
Only had that as her first.
I think that was.
Now they changed it.
She was seeing her first action of the night just moments when she checked in. One of the bonus situation for Maddie Riley. Free throw is up. Got it. 41-9. Riley with her 3rd point of the night. The sophomore set to shoot the second one. This one up, no good, off the back of the rim. Walls in there battling with Sagerson and Riley, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow this time will send it Nelson County's way.
Nice aggressive play. Riley in there along with Sagerson. That's what Coach Bramlett's looking for.
Hodges brings it down for the Cards. Into the corner to Sealy. Now Burton. Burton has it top of the key over to Walls. 3-point shot right wing. No good, too hard, and that will do it for the end of the first half. After 1 half of play, it is Nelson County 41-9. Back for the halftime show after this break. Thanks for listening to high school basketball on Country 100.9 WLSK.
See you on TV, sunset shit don't change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changed and look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Back at Washington County High School, we're at the half in game number 1 tonight. Girls action, and it's been all Nelson County. Nelson County Lady Cards lead Washington County 41-9. Coming up just a moment, we're going to talk to assistant coach of the Washington County Commanders, Barrett Tingle, is going to join us for a halftime interview. Well, for Nelson County, 2 players really led the charge. Amelia Hodges, the freshman, had 5 3-pointers, ended up with 17 points in the first half. And Marley Walls, the seasoned senior, had 12 points. Other scoring, Thompson added 6, and Seeley also had 6 points for the Lady Cards. Washington County led in scoring by 2 players. Fran Taylor had a 3, also 3 points for Maddie Riley. Amber Murphy added 2 and 1 for Madison Snellen. Again, your score at the half in girls action in 19th district play. Nelson County 41, Washington County 9. Always show my age whenever old players become new coaches and young coaches. But of course, you've been coaching with Washington County for a while. Talking about Barrett Tingle. Barrett was a player. What year was the team that we had that your senior year for Washington County, or was it your junior year?
Senior year.
Your senior year for Washington County.
2000-2001 season.
So 2000-2001. Boy, that was a heck of a season that year, and I know you played on that team with some others, but now you're assistant coach for Washington County. How long have you been doing that?
It's my 4th year.
Yeah, so back and doing that. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing, as far as your career and leading you back to teaching here at Washington County and your coaching here with the Commanders.
I came back after college, and I worked there at Akibono here in town for almost 2 years. And a position opened up there at Washington County Middle School. I applied for it, and it came with the middle school boys basketball coaching job. And so I've been at the middle school now for 11 years. The last 3 years I've been also splitting time at the elementary school teaching PE. And I coached boys basketball there for 7 years, coached 2 years girls basketball there at the middle school, and then I've been the junior varsity coach, assistant varsity coach for the last 4 years.
And, and working with Bernard Smalley, of course. You grew up with Bernard Smalley.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about working with Bernard.
Well, he was one of my coaches for that 2000-2001 season. You talked about showing age. I don't know if that shows his age too. Now I get to coach with him, but
yeah. He's an old guy like me.
Yeah.
So
no, it's awesome being able to coach with Bernard. He probably gives me a little more privilege than any other coach would. I got to coach a lot of the summer varsity games where he gets to kind of sit back and observe and see what we got going on. So, but just his leadership on the sidelines, in the locker room, during practice, second to none. And I just, I've gained a lot of experience the last 4 years being able to coach with him.
Again, we're talking to Barrett Tingle. He's assistant coach for the Washington County Commanders. Tell me a little bit about the JV team, how that's been going. We always like to keep up with that.
They give me a little bit of a hard time. The first year we coached together, they said I had the most experienced JV team in the state of Kentucky. We had some guys that didn't have a whole lot of varsity experience, so we let them play a little JV. I had, D.T. Yoakum and Shylin Key and a couple of those guys. Cameron Hayden was playing that one, but we just wanted to get them some experience, just some minutes under their belt. And this year's probably my youngest team. I've got one junior, Jay Bias Dawson. He just wants to get some minutes too, and hopefully one day he can contribute there on the varsity level. Josh Burkhead's my point guard, and he comes right in from St. Dominic as an 8th grader. The competition raises quite a bit, so I think being able to get him some JV minutes has helped him out on the varsity as well. Just trying to get these guys better, just on the JV there, and hopefully they can contribute to the varsity whenever they're ready to move on up.
Well, no question, Coach, what a week last week. 2 district wins, a win over a rivalry win, if you will, over Marion County. But I think more importantly, boy, just coming in with some excellent play this past week against the competition. I mean, you come in a win against Bardstown 55-49, Bethlehem 64-53, and then that win over Marion County 74-65.
It's got to be one of the best weeks in Washington County basketball in recent memory. We against Bardstown and Bethlehem, we came in with long losing streaks. Just being able to get over the hump the first part of this season, we took a lot of close losses, 4 1-point losses, a couple 2-point losses right there in the end of it. So it was really, really good against those district opponents, that rival, to be able to win it close down the stretch and just learn how to win.
You never look too far ahead, but I do want to talk about the All-A with you. We'll talk with Coach Smalley about it, but what a privilege to be able to participate in that, because the All-A kind of gives smaller schools an opportunity, and Washington County is a small county and a small school. But I know you'll be playing Bergen in the first round, but the games are at Somerset. Tell me how some of the other teams in there and how that would maybe play out for Washington County.
We played Bergen last year and won that ball game. If we do things right, I don't see any reason why we can't beat them again this year. We've played or got to see Somerset and Danville in different situations. Christmas tournament this year, we had to play Somerset a couple times in the All-A. Danville's a Bardstown type team. They're in your face. They're athletic. They make you make basketball plays, and they get up and down the floor. Somerset, man, they're just strong. They do things right. Last year, I think they hit 16 out of 23 threes on us. That's just a number that stood out in my head because it was a staggering number. We made them beat us from the outside, and they did it. But it's, like you say, it's good to be able to compete against schools your own size. That's something that can be a goal every year, is to try to make that All-A state.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you being here.
It,
Seems like, hey, now, does your wife work for Dr. John Isaacs? Is that correct? No.
No.
I'm trying to think.
It's Corey's wife.
Corey.
First cousin.
So
Corey.
your first cousin's wife. I knew there was a
shout out
deal
to
there.
Corey on the
We'll
radio
give Corey we'll give him a little kudos because she's a nice lady. I read it to her. I thought, no, is that Barrett's or not? You all run together. Your fathers are excellent people. Good to see you, Barrett.
Thanks a lot.
Barrett Tingle, assistant coach for the Washington County Commanders. We're at the half. 41-9 is your score. Nelson County leading Washington County. Back after this timeout on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Washington County High School. Halftime complete. We're getting ready for the second half to get underway. 41-9 is your score, with Nelson County leading Washington County. With the call underway in the third quarter of play, here's Jim Reed.
Washington County gets it first. Looks like starters intact for Nelson County, as is the same starting lineup for Washington County. We'll get those for you. It's Fran Taylor, Maddie Riley, Cloyd. Actually, Snellen's out there. So Snellen is in there for Murphy. And then Abigail Mattingly rounds out the starting lineup. Facing a man-to-man defense, Riley over to Snellen. Three-point shot from the left wing. Air ball. Rebounded by Walls. And here comes Nelson County. Hodges has it now. Big pass to Burton. Now Walls gets it back. Splits two defenders. Puts it up and in. Makes it look easy.
Yeah, 14 points for the senior tonight.
43-9. Man-to-man defense for Nelson County. Riley gives it to Mattingly, looks to attack, got away with a walk. Right side to Snellen, baseline drive on the right side, knocked out of bounds by Walls. Washington County will get it underneath their basket. 7:02 to go, just underway here in the second half. Jim Reed and the legend Hal B. Good with you on a Tuesday. Here's Snellen, a three-point shot, got it. She hit so many of those in that fourth quarter against Marion County from about that same spot. Walls into the paint, shot up, no good, gets her own rebound. Now we'll pull it out and hands it over to Hodges. Walls gets it back in the right corner, looks for Seeley. Instead of cross-court pass to Burton, who then throws it to Thompson. Now Hodge gets it back, and Walls inside to Seeley, the turnaround, missed it. Rebounded, battled for, and Cloyd comes out of there with it for the Commanderettes. Gives it over to Taylor. And Taylor will set things up. Guarded by Burton. Goes right side off an Abigail Mattingly screen. Nice pass underneath. Shot up and good by Riley. A different looking Commanderettes team to start the second half, Hal.
Yeah, they've come out and outscored Nelson County 4-3, but really offensively, really driving that ball towards the goal.
Here's Walls, crosses over into the paint, puts it up, no good. Standing her ground was Cloyd. She fell down, back up now, and here comes Snellen in a hurry all the way to the basket. Shot up, no good, but Silly fouls her. Boy, you kind of get the sentiment of how Lena Bramlett was in the locker room. I don't think she was real happy with her kids' performance in that first half.
You've seen Washington County, as you said, come out in this first part of the third period of play. More aggressive, driving the ball towards the goal. Snellen hits the first free throw.
That foul was on Seeley, her first, the first against either team in the second half. And Snellen now chance to hit 2 for 2 if she can hit this free throw. Rims out of there on her. And rebounded, controlled by Thompson. Hodges has it now, sporting the knee brace. Cross courts it over to Burton, who now looks to drive. Dishes to Hodges. 3-point shot from the right wing. No good, and rebounded, cleared by Cloyd. Here comes Taylor up ahead to Snellen. 3-point shot from the left wing. Good! Different looking team.
Yeah, she's feeling it. And Snellen, you know, we saw against Marion. She gets set. She can hit that three.
Walls, a bounce pass right side to Hodges. Cross courts it to Burton. Baseline drive now left side. Easy shot for Burton. Too easy that time. A defensive breakdown. 45-18. Nelson County leads it. Riley hands it over to Taylor on the weave, and now a near steal by Walls. Scrambled on the floor, and Walls in there battling with Taylor. A jump ball possession arrow will reward Nelson County. And give it to the Lady Cards.
Marley Walls really making some plays happen for Nelson County on the defense. Scrambling after that ball.
Hodges
scrapper
to Burton. Now Burton over to Walls into the corner to Hodges. Quick passing by Nelson County facing the zone. Now short corner to Thompson. Inside to Seeley. Turns around up with the left hand. Nice move by Seeley for the basket. 47-18. The Lady Cards leading it. Looking to improve on their 8-8 record on the season. Perfect in the 19th, though, at 4-0. Here's Taylor. Baseline. Shot up, no good, but Burton fouls her. She'll shoot 2. Washington County, though, you can tell just being more of an aggressive type of team in the second half offensively. The foul is on Burton. That'll be her first.
Well, you have to be if you're going to play this, Nelson County team in any fashion. You're going to have to be aggressive because that's what they're going to do. They're going to come after you on both ends of the court as Taylor misses the first free throw.
Sure you had a nice visit with Mr. Barrett Tingle at the half.
Good young man. Played on that 2000-2001
Both free
Washington
throws
County
miss,
team.
and Cloyd gets the rebound and then puts it up and is fouled. She'll shoot 2. So Taylor couldn't hit her free throws, but Seeley will foul Cloyd, so Cloyd will have an opportunity to shoot a couple while the clock is stopped. Cloyd, the senior, puts the first free throw up and good. 5'7" senior Megan Cloyd, averaging a little over 4 a game. Battles in there for Washington County. Good rebounder, puts a second free throw up and good. So the lead cut to 27, 47-20. Approaching 4:20 to go here in this third quarter. Walls, bounce pass over to Hodges on the right side, crosses it over to Burton in the left wing. Now back to Walls and another bounce pass to Hodges and another cross-court pass to Burton. Here Walls has it. Chest pass this time to Hodges down in the short corner to Seeley, who finds Thompson, who had went to the basket, gives it to Walls, and the 8-foot shot from the right in the paint was good, 49-20.
Walls was 16.
Still a fairly quiet 16 for Walls.
It is.
In the right corner, Snellen has it. Inside to Cloyd. I thought she got fouled by Thompson. Wasn't called, and now the Cards get the steal. Walls splits 2 defenders, puts a shot up too hard, gets her own rebound, but tied up by Riley. And possession arrow will give it to the Commanderettes. 3:29 to go, third quarter. Jim Reed, Hal B. Good with you on a Tuesday night. I'm glad it's warmer. It's not. I think you could classify this as probably cool, Hal B.
This may be cool, but guess what? Not as cool as you.
I got you, brother. I'm just trying to live in your world, my man.
No.
Hodges picks up the foul on Riley. Bumped into her, and that's going to be, I believe, what?
Her second.
Second foul.
Yeah, Hodges went after Riley trying to come up with the ball, but Riley's done a nice job since she's come back in after sitting out most of that first half of play.
Burton out, Alicia Allen back in, the 5'4" senior. Checks in for the Lady Cards. Riley has it. Man-to-man defense looking to attack into the paint, dishes. Here is Taylor, a three-point shot from the right wing, no good. There's Riley with the offensive rebound. Put it back up, no good. And now Walls has it. And here come the Lady Cards. Washington County back. Walls looking to attack. Will dish it to Allen. Up top to Hodges. Ball fakes. Now goes back into the right side to Allen. Hodges with it. Facing the zone. Finds Walls in the paint. Looks to attack. Dishes over to Sealy instead in the right short corner. Now Allen to Hodges. Three-point shot from 23 feet is short. But Sealy somehow gets a rebound, puts it up, and she is fouled. The basket goes, and the foul will be on Abigail Mattingly. No. They say it was on Snellen, sneaking in there and picking up the foul.
That'd be her third. 10th point of the evening for Sealy. She'll go to the strike for one.
Sagersey back in, Murphy back in, and Thompson in for the Commanderettes. Cloyd, Snellen, and Taylor will get breathers. And Sealy, a chance for the three-point play, puts a free throw up, and the senior gets it. In for Nelson County, Madison McLean, the 5'7" junior, checks in. Abriana Brady will replace Abigail Mattingly. Here comes Maddie Riley for the Commanderettes. They trailed 41-9 at the end of half a play. Allen with the steal, up ahead. Layup is good. 54-20. Man-to-man defense. Nelson County's pretty much played this throughout. They pressed early in the first quarter and called off the press and then dropped back in man-to-man. Riley into the paint, whistle, and a Nelson County foul. That one is going to go against Ella Thompson. That's a second on Ella Thompson, and up off the bench will be Casey Spalding. And Casey will replace Thompson. Amber Murphy set to throw it in for Washington County into Brady. Looks to go into the paint, shot up, and it is blocked, and they say that a jump ball will be the call, and it'll send it to Nelson County. McLean was in there, the one that caused that tie up.
Yeah, jump ball, no foul on that. I think Coach Bramlett may be looking for a little contact on that. Won't get the call.
These coaches always looking for a little edge, aren't they, Hal?
I love that. That's what, they're like lawyers. They got to be out there defending their clients.
Balls into the paint. Now back out. Hodges has it. Here's Allen, a three-point shot. Good. Nice shot by the senior Alicia Allen, 57-20.
It's going to bring us a running clock, Jim.
So John Weiss can just set the little button down and let her roll, right?
For the remainder of this one.
Near steal, but out of bounds, so it'll stay with Washington County. Seeing her first action of the night, 5'3" junior Alira Lawson for Washington County, wearing number 14. Kelly Thompson looking for someone and finds Lawson. Lawson picks her dribble up, gives it to Thompson inside to Brady, puts the shot up and in. Well, Brianna is a big presence in there. She gets a lot of good open looks. Here goes Walls the other way. Up against Lucky Burton, contact made, and they're going to say Lucky will be tagged for the foul. Walls will shoot two for Nelson County. So shooting two free throws will be Marley Walls, a senior.
2 for 2 from the stripe.
66% on the season. Madeline Towns up off the Washington County bench. She'll check in after this first free throw, and it's made by Marley. And Brianna Brady will have a seat. Towns in there. 58-22. Second free throw by Walls is good. Lucky Burton brings it down, and she will run the point. I believe the score should be 59-22 if I'm not mistaken. And now a tie-up. Walls in there battling with Sagersi. Clock running, 17 seconds. 15, 14 is looking to get it in, and finally to Towns. She has it, throws it away though, walks before that. 6 seconds with the clock running. Score is 59-22. And that's going to do it for the end of 3 quarters of play. Nelson County 59, Washington County 22. Let's take a break. You're listening to high school basketball on Country 100.9 WLSK.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had a dedication. People hate, say we change it, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Now to Jim Reed on hand, running clock here this evening for the 4th quarter of play, but Washington County did look better in that 3rd quarter of play, Jim. 59-22 is the score, but some more aggressive play to start out the 3rd quarter of play for the Commanderettes.
I thought they, especially for the first 3 or 4 minutes of that 3rd quarter, you could tell they intentionally were playing with a little more aggression. Nelson County imposed their presence once again as the quarter ran on. It's underway here in the 4th quarter. Burton has it. Guarded by Burton. That's Burton on Burton. And Lucky goes to the basket. Throws it into Towns. She can't handle it, but Lawson gets it. And a near steal by McLean. Lawson in some trouble. Dribbling and trying to find somebody, and will give it to Lucky. Lucky looking to attack. Will come back out. Guarded by Thompson. Lucky goes right side. Contact, nothing called. Lawson has it in the right corner. Dribbles out of there. 2 players go down, Burton and Hellard. Now Lucky Burton has it into the paint. Tried to shoot it, but could not get the ball up off her hip. And now Allen the other way, shot up and no good, and a Washington County foul though, so she'll shoot 2.
Commanderette Maddie Sagersi will pick up number 2. Just the 3rd team foul, and that would put Nelson County at the line with Alicia Allen. Senior has 5 points all in the 3rd quarter of play.
Free throw up and no good. A 61% free throw shooter on the season. Checking in for her first time, Jaylene Hughes for Nelson County. Hughes will replace Thompson. Burton also out as McKenna Ellis is in there. Allen misses both free throws, and they're battling for it, and coming up with it is Hughes. Ellis has it now. Top of the key was Hellard. Hellard has it right wing. Cross courts it over to Hughes. Quick passes for Nelson County. Now Allen will take the shot from the top of the key. It's short off the front of the rim and rebounded by Burton. Here comes Lucky. Running the point for the Commanderettes. Takes the free throw line jumper. Too hard. Can't get it to go. Towns in there battling. And now a jump ball as Lawson and Hellard were fighting for it. And the jump ball will keep it with Washington County. And now the officials Officials are going to talk about it, thinking maybe the possession arrow possibly should have been the other way. And I think that they are going to say it's going to be Nelson County basketball.
They're on it.
And Brianna Brady will check in at the next breaking point in this one. With it now is McLean up top. Hellard. Free throw line jumper for Hellard. Missed everything. Rebounded, though, by McLean. And now Allen has it. Shot by Ellis from three-point range is no good. Lucky Burton with the rebound. Lucky, the daughter of former Washington County head coach J.T. Burton, now an assistant at Moorhead State. Shot no good by Lawson. Rebounded by McLean. McLean in a hurry, gives it to Allen. Cross courts it over to Hellard. Three-point shot from the left wing is too hard. Rebounded, though. Tried chase down by Allen, but she saves it into Sagerson. Here comes the Commanderettes. Burton. Running the offense for Washington County. The 5'5" freshman goes right side. Passes over to Sagerson. Three-point shot. No good. Burton in there battling and a jump ball. She was battling with Ellis. This time Washington County will get it. And Brianna Brady checks in. She'll replace Thompson. 59-22, fourth quarter, running clock here at Washington County High School. Towns gets it and a foul on McLean. Back in for Nelson County, Casey Spalding. She replaces Alicia Allen. Spalding, a 5'6", eighth grader. Pass comes into Towns. Back to Lawson. She dribbles out with the left hand. Now goes into the paint. Cut off. Passes it over to Sagerson. Sagerson all over. Spalding guarding her tight. Near steal. Now a scramble for it on the floor and a jump ball. Possession arrow this time. We'll give it back to Nelson County. 3:45 to go in this game. 59-22. Stick around for the post-game show. And the nightcap, Washington County and Nelson County. Official timeout. Something on the floor. They'll toss it off and go back at it.
Little debris out there. Getting it out of the way.
Spalding bringing it down for Nelson County. Right side. With it is Ellis. Now to Hughes. Up top to Kellard. Spalding thought about the three, instead drives. Free throw line jumper. Smooth by the eighth grader. 61-22. 3 minutes to go in this one. Decent crowd at Washington County High School. Nothing like Saturday night for sure. Well, it was a packed house. Lawson has it into the paint. Puts a shot up. No good. A whistle and a foul on Nelson County. So 2 shots coming for Allura Lawson. That Washington County foul will be on Ashley Hellard. 6th against Nelson County. 1st against Hellard. Lawson to shoot 2 for Washington County. First free throw is short. Off the front of the rim. Lawson will get a second one. 5'3" junior. Free throw is up and too hard this time, but Burton with the offensive rebound. Langlina wanted her to go on and take the shot instead of dribbling out and setting up the offense. Lucky out near midcourt, hopping around, guarded by Ellis. Gets over to Lawson, gets a screen by Brady. Lawson dribbles back out now and gets it to Burton. Burton looks to the bench. Goes right side to Lawson. Hands it back to Burton. Right corner, guarded by Ellis. Now Lawson has it. Scrambled forward on the floor. McLean up with it, and she'll dribble out. Here comes Nelson County Spalding. Washington County back, and Spalding out of control. They're going to say she walked. 61-22. 150 and running left in this one. Lucky Burton walking it down for the Commanderettes. Guarded by Ellis, goes left side, passes over to Sagersey, and stolen away by Spalding. Spalding up ahead, Sagersey will foul her. That'll only be the 4th team foul in Washington County, so won't be any bonus situation. Sagersey, her first, approaching 1 minute to go in the game. Set to throw it in is Hellard. She'll come into Spalding. The shot is no good, but there with the rebound is Hellard. She puts it up and in. 63-22. Here comes Burton. Shimmy and a shake into the paint. Maybe got away with the walk. Sagersey has it. Looks to a drive. Passes it to Brady. She couldn't handle it, but Lawson there. And she'll get it. Goes right side. Looking to drive. And now McLean stops her and puts her hands in there to cause the jump ball. Possession arrow Washington County's way. Lawson will throw it in. Comes into Sagersey. 20 seconds. Now Towns has it on the left wing. Knocked away from her and stolen by McLean. 14 seconds up ahead to Hellard. Hellard underneath. Shot up and good by the left hand by Hughes. 6 seconds and this one nearly over. 65-22. And that is going to be our final. Final score from Washington County High School. Nelson County 65, Washington County 22. On the season, that will drop Washington County to 3-11 on the season and 0-6 in the 19th district. Meanwhile, Nelson County improves to 9-8 and a perfect 5-0 in the 19th district. We'll be back for your post-game show, tell you all about it, have your post-game scoring, and get you ready for the boys' game. That and so much more coming your way right here on Country 100.9 WLSK.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate, say we change it, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Your final score: Nelson County 65, Washington County 22. How good Jim Reed in the post game, getting ready for the pregame of the boys. Only 19 minutes away from the tip-off of Nelson County and Washington County. Thanks for joining us. Washington County had their spurts, but Nelson County played way too well for even the Commanders to come in and compete here this evening.
I mean, you still got to knock Nelson County off of the mountain, right? I mean, they're the defending 5th region champs.
They are.
They've got a lot of those pieces. They lost a lot, but they got a lot of those pieces back from last year, most notably Marley Walls. And what a night Amelia Hodges had. She was a part of that 5th Region Championship team as well, along with Lauren Seeley and some of these other kids. But they're a good team. I mean, they played a tough schedule. They're 8-8 on the season, but they're perfect in the 19th district. They're the team. They're defending 19th district champions. They're the team everybody's got to knock off the mountain, and it's going to be tough for everybody.
Well, you talked about Walls. Let's take a look at the scoring. That pretty much tells the tale. Marley Walls, 18 points tonight, had 12 in the first half. Other scoring, 17 points for Amelia Hodges. Hodges had 17 points, all of those in the first half. Other scoring, 5 points for Allen, 2 points for Spalding, 6 points on the evening for Ella Thompson. Hellard had 2 also for Burton. 2 points on the evening for Hughes, and Lawrence Seeley had 11. For Washington County, they were led in all scoring by Madison Snellen. Snellen had 8 points, 2 3-pointers to her credit. 2 points for Murphy, 3 points for Taylor, 5 points for Riley, and 2 points each for Megan Cloyd and Embriana Brady. Final score, Jim, Nelson County 65, Washington County 22.
I mean, you can't let a game like that define you. I thought they came out in the second half and played with a little more assertiveness, a little more aggressiveness. I know that came from Lena at in the locker room. She wasn't happy with the way some of her kids came out and again, reverted back to some of that non-aggressiveness. It doesn't matter, again, who you're playing, whether it's the leading team in the 19th district like Nelson County or if you're playing whoever else. I mean, you got to come out, you control your own effort, and that's what I think she wasn't real happy with early. They got better in that second half, but this is a good Nelson County team.
Player of the game brought to you by Hensley's Heating and Air. When you're cold, you're cold, but when you're hot, with cold winter upon us. Stop worrying about old man winter and start contacting Hensley's Heating and Air at 859-336-3965. Proudly serving Central Kentucky. You look on both ends, easy to pick out, a couple players that really stand out for both of these clubs. I'll let you take Washington. I'll take Nelson because doesn't matter which way. How about you take Nelson? I take Washington.
No, that's okay because Washington County. I mean, you can always look for the positive of something. I thought Snellen.
Oh no, I
thought Snellen played well again. She hit some shots. She's playing with confidence. She's not afraid to put the basketball up, and I think. Tonight, Madison Snellen was a player of the game for Washington.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you look at of what Washington County did. Snellen came off that bench, played well, some good defense. So, yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's where my vote would have gone.
There you go, brother.
And I bet you'll probably vote for this one as well. Very easily could have gone with Hodgins, the freshman, after the first half. But, boy, Marley Walls, the seniors played year after year, and got to look for her for our player of the game.
Yeah, Marley, we said it in the pregame, that Nelson County goes as Marley goes, and certainly she's one of those, we talking about Devin Hurst being a Joe Cool kind of player. Marley's kind of a Joe Cool kind of player, or Joe, whatever, the female version of that is. She just plays calm, cool, and collected. She's a nice player.
Well put, my friend. Joe Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Josette Cool, baby, in this situation. Again,
Josephine
Cool. Again, your final score in girls action: Nelson County over Washington County, 65-22. Keep it right here. When we come back, we're going to lead you through it and get you started. We're 15 minutes away from the tip-off of Washington County and Nelson County, and you can hear it all right here on 100.9 WLSK.
See you on TV, sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had a dedication. People hate, say we change it, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
all around, the stars are all around. I'm chasing all of the colors in my head. I wanna feel alive. I'm living high, high, high. I'm living high. Chasing all the colors. A couple rebel Top Gun pilots flying with no wind.
County High School. We so glad you could join us tonight. If you're just joining us, it was the Nelson County Lady Cars defeating Washington County 65-22. Now it's the nightcap, Nelson County and Washington County, which should be a very, very good contest. Washington County comes in on really a high after 3 big wins last week. They defeated Bardstown, then they defeated Bethlehem on Friday night, Marion County on Saturday night, so certainly playing some of their best basketball of the season, 9-9 on the year and 4-2 in the 19th district. And meanwhile, Nelson County Cardinals, coached by Zach Allender, 4-11 on the season. They've lost their last 2, lost to Spencer County 73-64. That one was at Nelson County High, and then lost to Bardstown on Friday night. The Bardstown Tigers defeated them 74-48. So that's where they are. Earlier in the season, it was Washington County and Nelson County playing at Nelson County High on December the 12th. Nelson County lost to Washington County in that one 62-52. So this is the second game of this district battle between Nelson County and Washington County, and we'll see what happens. When you dissect Nelson County under Zach Allender, again 4-11 on the season, and it's been really some wins sprinkled in with some streaks, some losses. Lost their first game of the season to obviously a good Central Hardin team, then defeated Thomas Nelson in 19th district play pretty handily, 72-53. And then they went on a 3-game losing streak, losing to Paris, Butler County, and a 19th district game to Bethlehem. Then they won a game at home against Franklin County before losing 4 straight. One of those, the aforementioned Washington County game, where they lost 62-52, but then they also lost to Bullitt Central, Owen County, and Louisville Iroquois. And they split their next 2 games before defeating, and I mean surprising, a shocking win over Marion County, a game in which they led by 31 at the half, went on to defeat Marion County 74-61, and then lost 2 in a row, as we mentioned, Spencer County and Bardstown last week. Washington County, it's been one of those seasons where they have lost a lot of close games early on the season. It was the proverbial cannot get over the hump type of season. And at one point during the season, and still the case now, their biggest margin of defeat was 9 points. A lot of 1-point losses, a lot of close games, but then suddenly last week happened, and it happened with a big win right off of the new year with the win right here against Boo Brewer's Bardstown team. That was a first win in a long time. Followed that up with the win Friday night with Bethlehem, and then a sound, solid victory Saturday night against the border rival in Marion County, 74-65. So that kind of gives you a synopsis and a rundown of how both of these teams have been all season long. You talked to Bernard Smalley about this Zach Allender coach Nelson County team. He obviously talks about their size. He mentions the size that Nelson County has up front. That gives him a bit of concern, but the way his kids honestly have been performing lately, and you have to look as far as on the inside presence of Jake Yates and what energy that he brings inside on the post. And obviously Nelson County and Zach Allender have some issues worrying about the perimeter of Washington County. I mean, Cam Willis playing as well as anybody in the region at guard. Josh Burkhead, one of those kids, only a freshman that doesn't play like a freshman. Drew Yates is shooting the ball well. And then Devin Hurst, one of those kids that can play really a multiple of positions. He can handle the ball, but then also can get in there and battle and get some offensive rebounds for you. So certainly this is a Washington County team that presents a lot of issues for Zach Allender to worry about. One of the biggest surprises for me, though, when I dissect this Nelson County schedule is that win. We saw Marion County lose to Washington County here, and we've seen Marion County a few times, and I say we welcome back the legend Hal B. That Nelson County win, when they defeated Marion County, that was a shocker that in that fifth region. I don't think anybody saw that one coming, Hal.
No, I don't think so. It was one of those surprises, I think, that pops up, which we see a lot of. And I think, if you looked at this game this evening, Washington County would be favored, but that doesn't mean they're going to come out. That's how tough I think this 19th district can be at times. But, you look at the way Washington County's coming off. They're coming off just probably, and Barrett Tingle said this, maybe one of the biggest weeks that they've ever had in a long, long time with some of the wins they've had. So, and he played on that really good 2000-2001 team that made it to the semifinals of the region, lost to North Hardin before North Hardin went to the state. North Hardin had a really good team that year. But at the end of the day, when you start going back that far, 17 years, and say that's the best week we've had, that's a team that's going to be playing with a little bit of swagger, as you like to say. And you come in and you see a Devin Hurst, a Cam Willis, and the king of swagger on this team, Jake Yates, you could see some big things happen. So that's what I think the question, can they continue it? Can they continue it into the All-A Classic coming up in a couple of weeks? And I think, whenever you start looking at how we're compared, we're really playing in the 12th region for that All-A Classic. We may have to play a Danville, may have to play a Somerset, and the Somerset Briar Jumpers are pretty good this year. So I think, games like this are imperative to be able to come out and win.
I think so, too. Last week when you look at Bardstown, obviously Bardstown has developed the relationship of being one of probably the premier team in the 19th. So, you defeat Bardstown, that's a completely different thing. Bethlehem, they had already beat you in the first game of the two-game series, so you wanted to beat them, obviously, in Marion County, and we know what that game is. So tonight is different, though, because here's the difference. You have Nelson County, who you've already beat once in the 19th district this year. You're probably expected to win this game tonight. So that presents, for Bernard Smalley and his coaching staff, a different challenge in having his kids not get overconfident. Who would have thought that, right? But that's what you got to make sure is that swagger continues and it doesn't become overconfidence.
Well, this saga, continues for Washington County. I mean, they did come up with a victory over Nelson County. What was it, by 10, 62-52. You've already said the score. But now they've taken a lot on the chin to Nelson County over the past 17 years. I mean, we're hearing like the Bardstown victory. First time since in 42 games. First time since February 2004. Bethlehem, first time in 17 games. When you start putting things like that together and you've got some confidence going, it would be so easy to kind of let that slide and come in here and let a Nelson County team who's accustomed to doing it they've put a lot of wins up against Washington County to come in and lose this game this evening. So, yeah, if you're Bernard Smalley, you want to stay on point.
Well, one of those things that I believe, when was it, 05, 06, the last time that a Washington County team swept Nelson County in the regular season. I think that maybe is a stat that I heard.
Well, Bam Carney
that gives you something to want to play for. Hey, we've taken it on the chin from Nelson County plenty times. We've got an opportunity once again to make history tonight. There's your storyline for Bernard Smalley in the locker room, right?
Oh, I mean, the storyline and the headline should read, what a week, but how can we make it what a month?
Yeah.
What a January.
Absolutely.
And that's what you want to be able to say, hey, man, we came out and we played so well the first week of January. This team, I think, wants to come in and say, hey, we've had a great January, and guess what? Look out for Washington County in February because we're going to start climbing that ladder. This is a team that wants to cut the nets down over at Marion County in that boys' 5th region. They really, I think, feel like that this is a year that they've got a chance to maybe sneak in there and do it, but it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of coaching.
Howbee, you are getting me fired up, baby.
I'm ready for it.
You are getting me fired up. I'm ready to send you to the locker room.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you now. To do what? Do I need to paint?
You're going to go back there and give them a pep talk, man.
Paint
brushes. You got me ready to go.
Paint brushes and paint. Does that happen? Hey, I'm going to tell you what. The way this Washington County team plays, it's not going to take a lot to get them fired up. I like them. I think I told you the other night. I think they're sassy. I mean, they get in there, man. They play. I like the old. I can't remember the actor that used to have the commercial with the battery on his shoulder. Was it Robert Conrad or somebody
one
like
of those
that?
guys. I remember
one of those
that.
Tough guys
Knock
from
that
the
battery off.
Knock that battery off. That's what these guys are saying. They're basically saying, listen, knock us down, and we're going to get back up. And if we do something, we're tough enough and bold enough to back it up. Because, it's not bragging if you can back it up.
Yes, sir. Oh, we're having fun here at Nelson with Nelson and Washington County. This is a fun 19th battle here at Washington County High School. Sarge Pollock in the house.
These guys down here, rolling in.
Sarge Pollock and Charles Jones is in the house. You better look out.
It's just like, I tell you what, it would be just like.
I believe he's got a little color in that hair. I believe it. That hair looks nice and black and silky for Sarge Pollock.
Oh, Sarge.
He's trying to avoid looking at us, too, I believe.
Yeah, he's not going to give us much he don't give us much game time. He's already texted me 3 times, but he's looking the part, He's ready to come in here and do his job that he has to do. Sarge, a good buddy of ours. And Charlie Jones, of course, played for the legendary Denny Crum at the University of Louisville. Good crew on hand here tonight.
Nice, decent crowd for a Tuesday night in Central Kentucky. About time to send it down to the play-by-play, or not the play-by-play, but the PA announcer here at Washington County High School, Mr. John Graves.
Welcome to the campus of Washington County High School for 19th District men's basketball action. Tonight we welcome in the Cardinals of Nelson County. This season marks the 100th year of basketball under the direction of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association leadership. This year's celebration will give all 255 high schools across the Commonwealth the opportunity to be a part of this historic season of competition. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Cardinals of Nelson County. At forward, a junior number 2, Marcus Shoemaker. At center, a junior number 4, Garrett Miles. At guard, a sophomore number 20, Carter Scrine. At guard, a sophomore number 42, Barrett McGill. And at forward, a senior number 44, Benton McGill. Head coach, Zach Allender.
Little music to get you in the mood.
And now the starting lineup for your Washington County Commanders. At guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 2, Josh Burkhead. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Cameron Willis. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 15, Drew Yates. At forward, a 6'1" junior, number 24, Devin Hurst.
And at forward, a 6'3", junior number 33, Jake Yates. The associate coaches are Barrett Tingle, Chad Willis, Corbin Hack. Head coach, Bernard Smiley.
Well, it should be fun as the player introductions are made and both teams heading toward midcourt for this one. Nelson County in the red and the black numerals, and Washington County the home white with just the blue outline of the numbers here. And set for the tip-off, and I'll hand it over to the legend, Mr. Halvey Goop.
Barrett and Benton McGill both out there for the Cardinals, and we got the Yates boys, Jake and Drew, and we'll go by first names with all those players. And Washington County will have it. Drew has it. Drew in the paint, goes up, lost it, but Jake comes up with it, up and in. Jake Yates, first two for Washington County. 2-0 Commanders. They're going to put some press on Nelson County. Shoemaker back up to Benton. The McGill boys in there. Back over to Shrine. Now back to Shoemaker. Center court. Shrine with it. Back to Shoemaker, right corner. Shrine drives in the lane. Low, high layup. Goes in for it.
Well, that's a tough shot he got to go. Shrine Carter wasn't easy.
2-2. 7:14 to go. We're just underway. Down low. Jake Yates, turnaround, hook, no good. Rebound by Benton McGill. Down court, Carter Shrine. Gets it over now to Barrett McGill. Back to Shrine. To Shoemaker. Right corner, Barrett McGill to Shrine. Now left side, the bigger McGill, the senior. Benton, now Shoemaker had it, lost it in the middle, loose ball, Burkhead has it. Here come the Commanders. Burkhead to Hurst. Hurst drives down, lays it up and in. Burkhead on the assist. It's 4-2 Washington County. Full court press. Hurst to steal. Hurst on Shoemaker. Drives, puts it up, no good. Blocking foul on Nelson County.
That's going to be against Marcus Shoemaker, his first. And the first against Nelson County. 2 shots coming for Devin Hurst.
Devin Hurst, 6'1" junior. At the stripe. At the stripe, shooting 2. First shot up and in. Zach Allender, former player for Nelson County.
Well,
now
he was
the
a good
head
one
coach.
back in the day,
was,
too.
wasn't he? Boy, he
Yes,
could play.
He was.
Just ask Minor Harmon what kind of athlete he was. He'll tell you. Second one up and in. Just got a text from Minor the other night. He listened to that Marion County game.
Did you?
Loved it.
Yep, Minor.
We're big fans of Minor Harmon.
Yes, you got that right.
6-2, Washington County. Loose ball, but Nelson County will have it. That's Shoemaker trying to get to Benton McGill through his hands. Turnover. Willis will have it. Willis left to right from our press facility here at Washington County High School. Reach-in foul on Nelson.
Going to be Carter, his first, and the second against Nelson County.
Carter Shrine picks up the personal, and that will be his first, team second, and Hurst on the inbounds. Hurst looking. Going to find Burkhead. Burkhead makes the call. Straight away he comes. Man-to-man defense by Nelson County. Willis will have it. Oh, Shrine all over Willis. Willis, little spin move, back out Jake Yates. Fakes the 3, goes to Drew Yates.
Big fella wanted to shoot it, didn't he? Cam Willis going to be pegged with a block foul.
Illegal pick. Yeah, they're going to call the personal on him. His first.
His first. Up off the bench for Nelson County will be, who do you got there?
Well, I got number 10, but I don't have a number 10 on my roster.
I have to check that at the
and
break.
neither does John Graves. I see him looking over there. So our PA announcer, don't feel so bad if the PA announcer don't have it. We'll have to get that one. Must have had a number change. Nelson County on the inside. Find Benton McGill. He'll put it up and in. 6-4, Washington County. Here's Drew Yates. Drives, layup, no good. Missed a gimme. Rebound, Benton McGill. Over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker down court. Finds Barrett McGill in the corner. To Shoemaker. Down low to Miles. Steps called. The big fella Miles called for shuffling the feet. 5:22 to go in the first period of play. 6-4 is your score. Washington County leading by 2. Burkhead will bring it down court, straight away across the half-court line. Burkhead, left side, Drew Yates. Yates will have it. Yates, center court from the charity stripe, drives in the lane, puts it up and in. Drew Yates makes it 8-4. Washington County, a steal by Hurst to Burkhead. It's going to be knocked away from behind, as getting a hand on it was Barrett McGill. It'll be Washington County ball. Drew Yates on the inbounds. Yates lobs it in to Jake Yates, now to Willis, to Drew, off the left side to Jake. Back to Drew, he'll fake the 3. One-on-one with Shoemaker. Shoemaker almost picked his pocket, loose ball. Drew Yates comes up with it, gets it to Jake. Jake, oh, nice give to Hurst. Hurst underneath, puts the shot up and in, but he was fouled before the shot. Going to catch Barrett McGill on that one. His first, third team foul on Nelson County. Hurst on the inbounds, finds Jake Yates. Over to Willis. Washington County by 4, 4:39 to go. We're just in the first quarter of play here at Washington County High School. Willis pulls up from the charity stripe, jumper, no good. Shoemaker with the rebound. Shoemaker will have it. Gets it to Barrett McGill. McGill puts it up and in, counted, and he's fouled. I should say Benton McGill underneath with the layup. Benton, the bigger of the McGills. And a foul on Washington County. They're going to catch Burkhead, and that will be his first. At the line, shooting 1, Big Benton McGill. Up and in.
We got a game, Halby. Boondock is player number 10, Luke Boondock.
Gotcha. Should have known that one. Washington County by 1. Here's Hurst. Hurst pulls up 3, no good. Rebound underneath by Miles. 8-7 on the far side. Nelson County called for steps. Turnover. 4:04 remaining here in the first quarter of play at Washington County High School. 8-7 Washington County. Here's Hurst in the lane, puts it up. No good, but fouled on the play. It'll be a Nelson County foul. Going to catch Benton McGill on this one.
His first, fourth against Nelson County. That was a burst of speed that time by Devin Hurst. We didn't necessarily see that in the last couple games, but boy, he looked really, really fast on that play.
Keith Ellery will check into the lineup for Nelson County. He's a junior. We'll get the Washington County sub in a minute. That's Dickerson on the inbounds. Hurst shot up, no good. Austin Dickerson, 5'10 junior, checks in for Burkhead. They'll find Ellery underneath. He'll put it up and in. Well, just like that, Nelson County takes the lead. It's 9-8. Nelson County by 1. 3:37 to go in the first quarter of play. Willis across the half-court line. Willis to Drew Yates. Yates will have it. Backs it out. Now spin move. Lost control of the ball. Now bounce it'll go. Dickerson tried to save it, but Bernard Smalley cannot be too pleased with the past 2 minutes, 3 minutes of play of his team.
You know, you can't give Nelson County confidence. You can't let them stay in this game, because suddenly it's a game and you're in trouble still here.
Willis tips it away. Here's Drew Yates. Puts it up. No, trying to go to Dickerson, but fouled long before the pass was to Dickerson.
Shoemaker will pick it up his second, Hal. That is the 5th against the Cards.
We'll see on the inbounds, Drew Yates.
Corey Green in there for the Cards, and he replaces Shoemaker, who just picked up that second.
Drew into Jake Yates. Now back to Drew. Now Drew backs it back out. They got Barrett McGill all over Drew Yates. He hasn't been able to, he's been on him like glue. Drew hadn't been able to break loose for I don't think Drew has any points. He may have a points. He got any?
Jake has 2 points and Drew with 2.
There's Jake, drives the lane, puts it up and in. I don't think Drew has shot a 3.
You are right about that.
Okay. 10-9, Washington County by 1. Scramble for it, ball in the back court. Dickerson has it over to Hurst. Hurst lays it up and in. That's some good momentum by Washington County. 2 turnovers, 2 baskets. It's 12-9 Washington County leading Nelson County. 2:24 to go in the first quarter of play. There's Ellery, right side. Benton McGill. Back they'll go now to Green. Shot up and in, a 3. Corey Green comes off the bench. The senior nails a 3, and we're knotted up at 12 all. 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Hurst down court. Gives to Dickerson. Look at Willis. Willis, he's been trying to break loose as well. And he's got Shrine all over him. Inside Drew Yates, shot up, no good, but whistle and a foul. Nelson County foul. They'll catch Garrett Miles.
First against Miles, yep. 6 against Cards. 2-shot foul for Drew Yates, and the first one's good.
Drew Yates still sporting that plastic guard. His nose was broke a week ago. And so he has that guard as he hits the second free throw to protect that broken nose. Burkhead is in, Drew Yates is out. 14-12 Washington County, 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Up court, we move. Green will have it. Green gets it down low. Nice pass. Found Benton McGill. Shot up no good. Rebound, though. Put up and in by Miles. And he's fouled. Count the basket. Foul underneath on Washington County. They'll catch Dickerson. Be his first. Third team foul. At the stripe, Garrett Miles. Junior. Big fella. What'd you have him at?
He's about 6'6". Hits that free throw, too. He's 3 points on the night for Miles as he completes the three-point play.
Nelson County regains the lead, 15-14 Cardinals. Here's Burkhead. Goes to Willis. Willis hadn't had his hand on the ball much tonight. He'll have it now. And a whistle and a blocking foul. Shrine will get it. Shrine had been all over Willis. He'll pick up number 2.
17 foul, so 1 in the bonus for the Commanders.
Barrett McGill checks in along with Boondock.
Makes you just want to sing a country song when you talk about the Boondock, don't it?
Maybe you're going to start singing a Creedence Clearwater Revival
maybe
song.
we need to. You might hear that one.
I think of Boondocks. I think of them. Willis at the line, shooting 2.
Might hear that on a Saturday morning on the Legends Show.
Maybe. Willis will shoot another one. Now, Willis, he goes to the Boondocks to mow yards because that's where I live, in the Boondocks. He's my turf management specialist for you all that are just tuning in. He hits the second free throw. Don't know if he practices on my old goal behind the house or not. 16-15. Washington County up by 1. Shot up by Nelson County, no good. Dickerson will have it for the Commanders. Dickerson, Willis, Jake Yates in there along with Hurst and Burkhead. Willis down court. Oh, nice move. Just spun right by the defender, but couldn't get the layup to go in. Rebound underneath by Nelson County and Corey Green. Green has it and goes to Boondock, and out of bounds it'll go.
Boondock was already taking it up the floor and forgot to catch it. It happens more often than not, and Drew Yates back in for Cam Willis. He'll give Cam a breather.
49 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Washington County leading by 1, 16-15. Hurst will inbounds the ball. Hurst having some problems. Finally finds Dickerson. Dickerson to Jake Yates. Trying to thread the needle to Burkhead, taken away by Benton McGill. Benton McGill up court to Barrett McGill. Back to Ellery. Ellery shot up no good. Finally the rebound by Washington County. Here's Dickerson, goes behind his back to Hurst, but we're going to have a whistle. Is there a foul on that one?
I believe there's going to be a foul. He's got lucky, too. That was a little Sports Center by Dickerson, and he's fortunate there was a foul called because that was a pass that was nearly next to impossible to try to make.
Yeah, foul's going to be on Barrett McGill.
That's his second foul, the 8th against the Cards. So One in the bonus, I believe, for Devin Hurst here.
Yeah, it is. John Floyd, 6'2", senior, will check in the lineup. Now we're going to see some more substitutions. Miles back in for Nelson County. Barrett McGill will have a seat. Now we're back to go to Hurst. Yeah, that Dickerson should have just took that one strong to the board. Hurst won the bonus, misses the one in. Rebound controlled by McGill. That's Benton in there now. Down court, Boondock has it trying to get on the inside to McGill, and a whistle on the foul. Going to catch Washington County on this one. I think that the number, Charlie came over, he said 40. He kind of held up two hands.
Should be Drew Yates.
That's who's going to
Yeah,
pick it
that'll
up.
be Drew's fourth against the Commanders.
Bobby Hayden over here on the scorer's table said, wait a second here, let's get this right. 16-15, Washington County by 1. Ellery had it, steps called. I believe they called Boondock. He tried to give it to Ellery at the last minute, and Ellery wasn't ready. Willis will check back in along with Jake Yates. Floyd and Dickerson will both have a seat. Only 9.5 seconds to go in the quarter. First on the inbounds to Willis. Willis, one-on-one with Boondock. Drives all the way down. Double team, goes up. Can't get the shot, but he'll draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Benton McGill. Going to be his second. Already the team ninth for Nelson County in this first quarter of play. A lot of fouls by the Cardinals. Willis at the line, first one up and in. Traditionally a fantastic free throw shooter.
Yeah, if he was out there while he's taking care of your yard, shooting on your basketball goal and challenge you to horse, I would suggest you turn him down, Beesman.
Well, we're not going to go double or nothing on what I pay him from on the yard, if that's what you mean. As Willis misses the second one. Half-court shot attempt by Nelson County, no good. Good first quarter of play. Your score after one. Washington County 17, Nelson County 15. You're listening to high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it.
First quarter of play. In this one, it's Washington County clinging to a 2-point lead, 17-15. And, you know, similar to what we have talked about in the past with Marion and Washington counties, when they get together, you can throw out the records typically when these two teams get together. This is a fierce rival over the years in the 19th district, and this one's a battle that we have here. You know, Nelson only 4-11 on the season, but that doesn't matter. It's only a 2-point deficit for the Cards, and they'll get it first to start this second period of play. Here's how it be.
17-15, a 2-point lead for Washington County as we're underway in the second quarter here at Washington County High School. That's Boondock, has it taken away. Drew Yates with the steal. Drew all the way down, lays it up, missed a gimme. Tipped around underneath, and we'll see Benton McGill get it. Benton McGill to Boondock, now to Ellery. Ellery left corner, has it knocked away by Drew Yates. Drew and Jake Yates both in there along with Burkhead, Hurst, and Willis.
Well, Drew was point blank, missed that shot. I know that hurts Drew's feelings a little bit.
Boondock will have it top of the key, goes to Ellery. Right corner to McGill. Now top of the key they're going to find underneath there. Boondock. Boondock looking, trying to find Corey Green, has to back it back out. Willis all over him, now double team. Green comes out to get it. Green finds Miles, steps called.
Yeah, it was a good call by Sarge Pollock that time as the Big fella just shifted the feet, moved both pivot feet before you put the ball down. That's a walk every time.
Washington County will have it left to right from our press facility here at Washington County High School. Right side, Drew Yates, center court Hurst. Hurst will have it. Top of the bubble, now goes right to Drew Yates. Looking for Jake, can't find him, back it back out. Drew had it, lost it. We're going to say a reach-in foul on Nelson County.
Foul is on Corey Green, his first and the 10th on Nelson County. So a two-shot double bonus now coming for Drew Yates. He's 2 for 2 on the night, 4 points for Drew.
17-15, Drew Yates at the line, misses the first one. Couple of substitutions. Boondock will check out. I believe that's Shrine that checked back in. Marcus Shoemaker will check in also, and Ellery will have a seat. Back with Drew Yates to shoot. One. Up and in. 18-15. Washington County by 3. Back in action. Nelson County, a little fast break to McGill. McGill missed one.
Boy, he was wide open like Drew was earlier.
Sure was. Other way with Willis. Shot up no good.
That would have been a tough shot for Cam if that had a gone.
Pass down low. Burkett got a hand on it, but falls into the hands of Benton McGill. Shot up no good, but he's fouled.
Jake Yates gets him. That started with Cam's shot. Not really good shot selection by Cam, and then Nelson County ran the floor, and Jake Yates just could do nothing but commit the foul. So 2 shots coming for McGill here.
Benton McGill, senior. First one up, missed it. I've seen a lot of iron on both ends of the court on that rim tonight.
Sometimes you got it and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're not.
Second one up by McGill, missed it. Hurst with the rebound. Up to Drew Yates. Back to Hurst, a 3. No good. Jake Yates rebound. Back out to Burkhead. He'll launch a 3. Got it. A big basket by the freshman. 21-15. Washington County with the lead. Now they'll put the press on Nelson County, but Nelson County able to get through it. That's Miles with it. Over to McGill. Oh, nice one to Shoemaker. He can't get it to fall. Scramble for it. Willis comes up with it. Willis down the right baseline. All the way down. He draws
nice.
up, pulls up.
Now that was nice decision.
Looked like that Strine was going to try and take the charge, but
Yeah.
he pulls up for the jumper from 6 and made it happen. Now down on the other end, we see a quick timeout taken by Nelson County. We'll see if it's a full timeout, and it is. 5:49 to go in the first half. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. Washington County 23, Nelson County 15. This high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
As we resume play, a quick whistle and a quick foul as we're underway. Hurst to be called for the personal.
Was it
Be his second.
I think it was Burkhead.
Oh, they called Burkhead on that?
Yeah, they called Burkhead, which it'll be Josh's.
So it'd be his second.
Yeah.
I thought they called Hurst on that one. Just a real quick foul, too, as we resume play. Nelson County got away with a walk. Alex Tucker, a senior, checks in for Nelson County. Back to action, Miles underneath. He just lost it out of bounds. Washington County will have it. Nelson County will put the press on. Dickerson, Willis, Hurst, and the Yates boys in there, Jake and Drew.
6-0 run to start the second quarter. Hal has put Washington County up with this 8 points now.
Drew Yates in the paint, right-hander up, no good, but he's fouled. We've had a bushel basket full of fouls in this game, that's for sure. Foul is going to be on Alex Tucker.
That's his first. So 2 shots coming here for Drew Yates. On the night, Drew with 5 points.
First one up and in. 6'2" junior. Keith Ellery will check back in. Tucker will have a seat. Back with Yates, shot up and in. 25-15. Washington County, 5:11 to go in the first half. Here's Shoemaker all the way in, lost it in the lane. He'll come up with it. That's Dickerson. Over to Willis. Willis down low all the way through to trying to get it to Drew Yates, and Yates comes up with it, trying to throw it off Ellery, but it falls right into the hands of Shrine. Trying to Shoemaker. Shoemaker down low, McGill. McGill shot up, no good. Rebound put back up and in by Benton McGill.
He just stayed with it, McGill did that time.
25-17, Washington County. 4:42 to go in the first half. Drew Yates to Willis. Willis in the paint, spin move, puts it up, it rolls in there. Got the roll. Commanders back up by 10. Benton McGill over to Miles. Miles back to Ellery. Ellery going to call for Shrine to come back over and pick it up. He goes to Shoemaker to Miles, right corner. Back to Shoemaker, open for a 3. Won't take it, moves it back around. Left side, that's Benton McGill. Back to Shrine, 4 minutes to go in the first half. Shoemaker thought about it, instead goes to Shrine. Now they'll go to Miles, back out to Shoemaker, 3 on the way, nails it.
Boy, he hit that one like he's used to been shooting a few of them.
Shoemaker's father's right behind me. He's a Washington County graduate. Mark Shoemaker, sees brother Allen over there. Mother's here, Shoemaker's. Call him Shoe. His daddy would call him Shoe. May call him Shoe before the night's over. Drew Yates drives, lays it up and in. 29-20. Here comes Shoemaker. Oh, nice job. Finds McGill for the easy layup. Give old Shoe the assist on that one. 29-22. Here's Hurst from the charity stripe. Bottom. Now we got an old-fashioned shootout going on here, Jim. 31-22. Pass up court to Miles in the paint. Steps called. Miles had nobody around him.
Boondocks back in for Nelson. He replaces Carter Shrine.
31-22, Washington County. Hurst to Drew Yates. Yates drives in the paint, right-hander short. Scramble for it. McGill comes up with it. I think McGill hit the face guard of Drew Yates. Yates had to straighten it up a little bit. Inside Miles, he'll drive that baseline, goes up for the shot, but a whistle and a foul underneath. They're going to catch Washington County on this one, Jim.
Devin Hurst. It'll be Devin's first, the 7th against Washington County. So one of the bonus coming for Big Garrett Miles. He's got 3 points on the night.
John Floyd will check in. Floyd, the senior. Jake Yates will have a seat.
Robbie Baker up off the bench to check in.
Junior Baker in there. Dickerson will have a seat. 2:42 to go in the first half, 31-22. Now we're ready. Garrett Miles, the junior, at the stripe. Shot up, missed it. Rebound, Floyd. Floyd gave some good time last week in a couple of games on the boards as well for Washington County.
Sure did.
Drew Yates will have it, bounce pass. He'll get it to Willis. Up on the shot, no good, but a whistle on the foul. We'll catch this one on Garrett Miles. It's going to put Willis at the line to shoot 2. Cam Willis, 5'10" junior. First shot up. Got it. So you don't think I ought to challenge him?
I don't think it'd be a very good idea.
Backyard?
I don't think it'd be a very good idea.
Maybe, hey, listen, we'll play a little round of horse, and if I win, this one's for free. If not, it's for free anyway. I don't like that deal. Second one up and in. Beat a 55-year-old man, that's no big deal.
You may challenge
I
him
wasn't any good when I was his age.
You may challenge him at like a steak eating contest.
Yeah,
like
now
that.
you're talking.
I mean, you got to be real about this.
3-ball up the way by Nelson County, no good by Boondock. Rebound Hurst to Willis. Drives, puts it up, no good. Follow, Floyd had it, but a whistle and a foul. Floyd was over the back.
John Floyd's first. And the 8th against the Commanders, so one in the bonus coming for Nelson County. Yeah, if you're bringing him your home turf, you got to play your game, Hal.
I kind of like, maybe get some of these hot dogs from here, I'm almost like a Joey Chestnut.
You can do that.
Put away a bunch of them. Yeah, he's a small guy, Willis is. I could handle him in the hot dog eating contest. Corn on the cob.
I think they're going to.
Stuff like that. What are they waiting on here?
I'm thinking they want to verify that it's the right guy shooting the free throw.
Oh, is that what Bernard asked? Well, Benton McGill's there. Senior will be at the stripe.
One in the bonus for McGill.
First one up, got it. He'll get the bonus. 33-23, Washington County by 10. 2:06 remaining in the first half. You want me to get you a hot dog at the half?
You know what? I'm pretty good shape right now. I had some of the good Washington County popcorn earlier. Popcorn over here is as good as you'll find anywhere.
Next one up, missed it.
Pretty good
Gill
stuff.
couldn't get to fall. 33-23, Washington County.
There's only one problem. I need a big tub of it.
How about this for a tub?
That's no problem with that move by
Drew Yates. Yates up and in, 35-23. Good eyes by Hurst. Shoemaker to Ellery. Ellery trying to get down low, and he does. Gets it to McGill. McGill shot up no good, but a whistle on the foul.
Robbie Baker's going to pick the foul up. That's going to be his first. Number 9 on Washington County. This will be a 2-shot foul, though, for Benton McGill. He's struggled from the charity stripe tonight, 2 for 5.
Senior for Nelson County. First shot up and in. We've had well over 20 fouls called on both teams in this first half.
Then a boatload.
Officials going to have to change the little P in their whistle at the half. It's wore out. Next one up, off there. And I say that in jest because the fouls they've called have been fouls. They've done a good job. 35-24. Yates steps called.
I don't know. I think that was one of those, it looks like a walk, so I better call it. I don't think he drug the foot, though. I thought it looked awkward, but I don't think there was a walk there.
Got him anyway. Turnover, gives it back to Nelson County.
Have to rib Mike Pollock Sarge on that one.
Sarge man. Shrine. Back off the right side they go. Getting into the hands of Gage Mattingly, the sophomore, checked in there. Shot up no good. Tip by Ellery up and in.
Ellery, get up there, little guy.
Keith Ellery, the junior, makes it 35-26. Washington County. Down court. Here's Willis all the way down. Puts it up. No good, but a whistle and a foul. Willis, a natural. He can draw. Foul underneath.
Gage Mattingly, I think.
Yeah. The sophomore
first.
picks up the foul. Back to the stripe with Cameron Willis. First one up. Got it. Now I could beat him in a watermelon eating contest.
There you go. Now you're talking your game. Hal.
Talking my game. Yeah, but he's a smart player. He'd never bet me. He'd never bet me on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Second one up and in. Yeah, he likes to go to the beach in the summer. I know, so we usually give him a little extra wages during that
Get him a little
time when he goes
bonus
to the
there.
beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bonus, but we pay him. 3 on the way, no good for Mattingly. Rebound, Baker. Robbie Baker in a right position to come up with it. Finds Hurst. Hurst from the charity stripe, missed it. Rebound controlled by Mattingly for Nelson County. 33 seconds to go. Mattingly finds McGill. Shot up, it rolls in, but no good.
Ooh, they're
They'll
gonna say it
say
was on the floor.
foul on the floor.
Definitely was fouled when he was in the shooting mode too, but Robbie Baker is going to pick it up. His second. It's not going to really matter. It's going to be a 2-shot foul anyway.
Zach Allender over here saying, the basket should count. 2 shots.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with Zach on that one. I agree. I thought it was in the act of shooting.
Benton McGill, first one no good.
Well, he has really struggled from the charity stripe. The stats were not on KHSAA, so I don't know what he shoots for the season, but boy, he's really struggling tonight.
Next one up, missed it too. Drew Yates with the rebound for the Commanders. Yates back to Hurst. Left side Baker for a 3. Got it.
Well, he can fill him up. Baker can flat shoot the rock. That's his first basket of the night.
40-26, Washington County. Shot up, no good by Shrine, and on the loose ball, Baker comes up with it, but I believe stepped out of bounds. So Shoemaker will kick it in for Nelson County with 10 seconds to go. Shoemaker to Mattingly. Now back out to a wide open Shrine. He'll shoot a 3, no good. Ellery rebound, puts it up, no good. Floyd with the rebound. Time will run out on Washington County. They won't get a shot up. First half complete here at Washington County High School. After 1, your score. Washington County 40, Nelson County 26. Keep it right here. My man, Jimmer. Got Lena Bramlett, head coach of the Commanderettes, coming up for a halftime interview. You are listening to high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had a dedication. People hate, say we change it, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
beating Nelson County in a 19th district contest earlier tonight. It was Washington County, the Commanderettes, falling to the Lady Cards 65-22. We're joined at the half by the Washington County Commanderettes skipper Lena Bramlett. Tough night for you guys. Was there any hangover from the Marion County win, or is Nelson County? I mean, I know they're a good team.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, it's just we just didn't. I think we've got that. It's kind of, how do you put it into words here? It's one of those things where you've got to continue to build, and we've always been scared of playing Marion County. We've always been scared of playing certain teams, and so I think just getting over that hump each week, and we've maybe not scared, but the little bit of intimidation factor of facing certain teams, and I think that's what played into it tonight, and that's what you try to teach them and you try to tell them, but until they get over that hump themselves, there's only so much that we can do and we can tell them. And so I think that played a big part of it too.
Nelson's a good team. Didn't help that Amelia Hodges came out and just was rocking and rolling in that first quarter. I mean, she was on fire.
She was, and we kept leaving her open. So, when in doubt, leave the shooter that's on fire open.
Right, right.
Yeah. But, our kids, they kept plugging along, and I don't think they, we challenged them in the locker room at the half to bring it in the second half as far as their effort and just continue to work and not quit, and I don't think they did. And, it was a good night for some of our other kids to get in and have the opportunity to play, and they did. And I don't think our kids didn't work hard. I just think that it was a hard night to put it in the hole for us.
We've really sang the praises of Maddie Riley. I didn't think Maddie played very well. I don't think you were real happy early.
No, bad game for her tonight. Bad game.
The good thing is, you mentioned when we talked Saturday, she doesn't change whether she's up or down. She was fine.
She doesn't, and that's the way she's going to be, and that's what I respect about her. I can chew her, and I can love on her, and I can fight with her or yell at her or whatever, and she's going to give me the same no matter what. And I have that respect for her. But kids are going to have bad nights, and she did. She struggled tonight. But that's a kid that we rewrote on her back the other night, as well as Madison Snellen, and Madison Snellen had a good shooting night again, I thought. But we turned the ball over too much tonight, and just didn't do a lot of things well tonight.
Well, you got a long spell off now in preparation for the All-A Classic.
We do.
So what do you do between now and then?
Practice. We haven't, as crazy as it is at the high school level, you just don't have a lot of time once you get into season to practice, to have good quality, productive practices. So it's really going to be a good week. We're off. Our varsity kids are off tomorrow. But then Thursday, Friday, this weekend, we're really going to get after it and have good, productive practices to be able, because we've got a decent chance at the All-A, at the tournament this coming week at Somerset. So, we've got to put it together and have productive practices, challenge them a little bit like we had. We had a little down spell last week, and we're going to do that. So, some time off isn't bad. It gives you time to fix some things, to tweak some things offensively and defensively, to try some different lineups, and just to be a little more productive than you've been able to in practice with so many games back to back.
Describe a typical Lena Bramlett practice. How would you describe it?
Preseason, during season?
I'm talking this coming
right
week. How would you describe this week?
This week, we're, we'll do a lot of drill stuff. We'll do a lot of shooting stuff, but it's always competitive. It's always going to be competitive. There's always going to be something riding on it. And that's something that we changed. It was my fault. I kind of let them kind of relax a little bit in practice where we had so many games back to back, but we had to change that up. So we've challenged them a little more, separated them into teams, and we've all, there's always something on every drill. Bumps, bruises, bleeding, they're going to go after it because the practices should be the hard part. You should hate practicing but love playing the games, and the practices should be that tough. And so that's kind of what we had gotten away from, where we had back-to-back games, and so we've done a good job this last week of challenging them a little more in practice, but it's intense, and it doesn't usually last longer than an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes during the season. But they know when they get in here and it's time to start that it's my time, and we roll with it.
Good stuff. Lena Bramlett, we're joined by Lena here at the half of the boys game. 40-26, Washington County leading Nelson County earlier tonight. 65-28 loss, Commanderettes to the Nelson County Lady Cards. So as you project out, obviously the All-A Classic coming up, but as you project out going into the stretch run, moving on into tournament time, where do you how do you close the gap to be where you want to be?
I think it's, we've got some winnable games coming up, but I think, our goal, we've got to win a couple district games. And I think, that can be doable, but we've got to really start putting it on the floor and prepping for those district games the same way we would, any other game. And, each game we've got to continue to build, continue to get better, continue to find lineups that work. Kids that are going to come to battle every single game, that are going to be consistent for you, and that doesn't look the same every night, and that's what you've got to really and truly keep a bunch of girls happy for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and that's tough to do. So it involves a lot of team building. It involves stuff away from basketball as well. We're pretty big on team building stuff, and there's going to be some days at practice where we'll surprise them when we won't touch a basketball. We'll do a lot of team building stuff, but they never know those days. So it's just a lot of stuff. You got to just feel your team and see what's going on and do the best you can.
Good stuff. Best of luck. I know I don't know yet. There's been some talk about doing some All-A Classic. Well, who knows? We may hook up, next Monday? Is that when it starts? Yep. That's in Somerset, and you play?
Bergen.
There you go.
Yep.
So who knows? Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Lena Bramlett, Washington County Commanderettes head coach, just about ready to start the second half here at Washington County High School. 40-26, the boys leading at the half, and should be an exciting second half of play for you on Country 100.9 WLSK. Do want to remind you, our next broadcast on this station will be Friday night as we travel to Campbellsville, Marion County. We'll take on the Eagles in a boy-girl doubleheader. Our pregame show starts at 5:45. Tip-off at 6. That'll be the girls first and the boys to follow right here on Country 100.9 WLSK. Second half, Washington County will get it first, leading 40-26. And here's how it'll be.
Washington County will have this run underway. Hurst, Burkhead, Drew and Jake Yates, Willis out there. We'll set Nelson County for you in just a moment. Burkhead will have it top of the key. Right side, Willis. 40-26. Washington County with the lead. Willis backs it out, lobs it to Drew Yates. Drew Yates pulls up a three. No good. Tipped around, Nelson County will have it. Barrett and Benton McGill both in there, along with Shoemaker. McGill has it, finds Miles underneath. Miles turnaround shot up and in. Fifth player in there is Carter Shrine. 40-28. Zach Allender very happy, clapping his hands to the approval of his team's offense. Now Hurst back down court. Hurst open out there, won't take the three. Goes to Burkhead. Burkhead finds Willis. Now Jake Yates, the fake, drives in the trees, back out to Willis from the charity stripe. Up, no good. Rebound by Miles. Miles will have it. Now gets it to Shrine. Shrine to Miles. Miles a three. No good. Tipped up and it will roll off there. No good by Barrett McGill. Tipped around again and coming out of the pack is going to be Washington County. Burkhead will have it. Burkhead to Drew Yates. Drew Yates back out center court. Finds Willis. 6:29 to go in the third quarter of play. Here's Willis. Willis right wing, drives inside, puts the shot up, got it. Man. How did he get that path to get that shot up?
Houdini, baby, Houdini.
He is. Chain him up. 42-28. Washington County. Shoemaker to McGill. That's Benton. Benton McGill. Back out, he'll go top of the key. Gets it to Shrine, he'll set it up. Shrine will have it. Now to Barrett McGill. Down low to Benton. Shot up no good, but he does get the rebound, puts it back up and in, but the foul will be on Washington County and Drew Yates. Basket won't count, so we'll go to the stripe to shoot two with senior Benton McGill.
Well, he's been there a boatload tonight. He has struggled mightily, and he hits that first one, though.
Boondock will check in and give Shrine a break. Back with Benton McGill to shoot one more. Up and missed it. Hurst with the rebound. Hurst will have it. Down court, all the way down. Drive, layup, no good. Scramble for it. Coming up with the loose ball. Going to be Nelson County's Barrett McGill. And he had it, and it was knocked out of bounds by Willis. It'll still be Nelson County ball. (42-29). 5:30 to go in the third. Ball lost by Nelson County. Burkhead has it.
Oh, he was all
Goes
over
up
his arm.
and a whistle, and they're going to just say out of bounds.
Goodness gracious! I mean, he was doing chin-ups on Josh's arm that time.
They got laws against that on the books here
You got
in
that
Washington
right.
County. Things like that. Have to check that out tomorrow, I guess. Drew Yates will have it. Gets it to Jake. Look at the move. Jake spin around, turn around, puts it up, missed it.
You know, the size of
Loved
Nelson County's
everything.
interior gave Jake some problems on that one.
Loved everything about it except the finish. Couldn't get it to fall. We're back the other way with Shoemaker. Shoemaker will have it. Had it, lost it, but now gets it back in the paint. Fake, drives, puts it up, no good. Miles rebound, puts it up, no good. Got it again, goes up, foul by Drew Yates.
Well, Drew got a lot of ball up top. Must have been some body down below. That'll be Drew's third. Second against the Commanders in the second half. 2 shots coming for Garrett Miles. He is 1 for 2 on the night and missed the first.
Couple of subs. Floyd checks back in for Washington County. Keaton Cameron, a junior, will check in for Nelson. Having a seat for Nelson is going to be Barrett McGill. Drew Yates will have a seat for Washington. Next shot up, no good. Missed them both. Washington County rebound. Here comes Hurst. Hurst will have it. Top of the bow. Looks over to Coach Bernard Smalley, and he calls the offense. 4:40 to go in the third. 42-29, Washington County. Burkhead finds a wide open Jake Yates. Yates, little spin move, baseline move, goes low high, hit underneath the backboard, but loose ball, Floyd has it. Now loose ball, Hurst will have it. Give goes to Burkhead. Burkhead drives over to a wide open Jake Yates. He won't take it. Miles in his face. Yates gives to Burkhead, dangerous pass. Burkhead in the paint, goes up no good, but he's fouled. Shoemaker will pick up number 3. Official talking to Shoemaker, saying I think Shoemaker was complaining a little bit on that. Told Shoe he needed to keep it calm. Burkhead will be at the line. Shot up and in. Plenty of Shoemakers and Burkheads out and around the Maxwell area.
Is that where they?
Yeah, man, all out there. They played ball. Talk about backyard ball. They're at the Maxfield gym. If there wasn't a Burkhead or a Shoemaker playing ball out there back in the late 70s and 80s, second one up by Burkhead, there wasn't nobody playing ball. It's because they owned all the basketballs. You know, if you didn't bring them, you didn't get to play.
There you go.
That's kind of the way it went. Good folks, though. Good folks. 44-29. Washington County. Miles back out top of the key. Finds Cameron. 3 up and in.
First basket of the night for Cameron. Good looking shot there.
44-32. Washington County still holding on to the lead, but Nelson County trying to fight back into this. Burkhead. Back around. Yeah, he's going to be called for steps. Burkhead right at that charity strike. Drug that pivot foot. Now Washington County will put the full court press on Nelson as we'll see Nelson County on the inbounds. Corey Green trying to get the ball over to Miles. Kicked out of bounds. by Cameron Willis. Miles trying to find McGill, knocked out of bounds. I'm going to say Floyd got a hand on it. 44-32. Washington County leading with 3:18 to go in quarter number 3. It's Corey Green. Green got to Cameron, now back over to Green. Now to Cameron again, jumper on the way. Rims out. Floyd with the rebound over to Hurst. Hurst hop and a skip all the way down. Drives, low high layup, rolls in there. Boy, on the fast break, he's tough.
10 points for Devin on the night.
No fear. That's what I like about him. Ball kicked out of bounds. Touch last by Washington County. Floyd is out. Jake Yates will check back in for Washington County. Green finds Boondock. Boondock goes to McGill. McGill puts a shot up. No good in the paint. Jake Yates rebound. Over to Willis. Willis pulls up. Now drives down court. Lob to Burkhead. Burkhead baseline move all the way underneath. Finds Jake Yates. Now left side they'll go Dickerson. 3 up. No good. Rebound controlled by Boondock. Trying to get it to McGill, but pass way too low. Out of bounds it'll go.
Carter Shrine back in. Also, John Floyd in for Commanders. Jake Yates coming up, another low blow for Jake tonight. That's like a 2-game streak there.
That's no good.
I don't mean to laugh because it's not good, is it?
It's not good. Yeah. Back we go with Willis. Willis, Burkhead, Floyd, Dickerson, and Hurst. Kind of a speedy lineup in there. Back to Dickerson. Dickerson drives in the paint, lob to Hurst. Hurst wasn't really ready, but takes it. Shot up, no good. Rebound by McGill. That's Benton. Now to Carter Shrine. Back on the right side, 3 up, no good by Cameron, but he is fouled.
Dickerson, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be on Austin Dickerson. So he'll be at the stripe shooting 3 with Keaton Cameron. He'll be shooting 3.
Hit a 3-pointer earlier in this quarter.
First one up and in. 46-33. Washington County leading Nelson County with 1:49 to go in the third. Next shot up, Cameron, bottom. Cameron's come off the bench and played pretty good here in this second half. I don't know, did you see much action in the first?
Not a lot, and at least when he was out there, it wasn't any thing to show for it in the scorebook.
Next one up, rolls in there. Hits all 3 of them, 46-35. Washington County. Burkhead down court. Finds Dickerson. Back out center court. Now he'll go left, right. Now gets it back on the outside to Burkhead. Burkhead from the charity stripe. Now makes his way into the lane. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebound by Corey Green. Green has it. Up to Barrett McGill. Now back out center court. Finds Shrine. 1:20 to go in the third quarter of play. Shrine will have it now. Steps called.
Washington County basketball.
Commanders will have it. Leading 46-35. 1:15 to go in the third quarter of play. Hurst on the inbounds. Gets it to Burkhead. Burkhead to Dickerson. Dickerson back around to Hurst, now to Dickerson. Dickerson left side, lob down low. Finds Floyd. Floyd puts it up and in. Boy, that was he muscled his way in on that one. Nice job by John Floyd. 48-35, Washington County, and a pass by Nelson County out of reach and out of bounds.
Not sure who that one was intended for, but If it was football, it was an intentional grounding. Will you agree?
Didn't see any yellow flags, though. Yes, I would agree 100%.
Nobody in that
Nobody home. Dickerson down court. Finds Hurst. Now Burkhead, he'll drive, puts it up. No good. Charge on this one.
I don't know about that call.
Yeah, Barrett McGill was able to get in there and take the charge, so they're going to call it on Burkhead.
It's his third.
Josh Burkhead, as Jim said, picks up number 3.
Colson Cooper in there for Nelson County, replacing Corey Green.
32 seconds to go. Shine down court. And we're going to have the ball kicked. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So on the inbounds we go. Cameron finds Shrine. Shrine may get away with a walk. Back over to Cooper. Back down low, and the ball kicked again with 17.2
I think they're to say Devin
seconds.
was kneeing up
Oh,
under
no,
the Nelson
yeah.
County player.
That's what they're going to have.
It's Devin's.
Foul on Hurst.
It's going to be number 2 on Devin, the 5th
Call
against
knee
the
on
Commanders.
him, yeah. Don't see that call too much.
Nope.
He was kneeing him. On the inbounds, Barrett McGill. We'll move around the Shrine. 3 on the way by Cameron. Got it. Boy, I tell you what. Keaton Cameron, breath of fresh air. 10-point lead.
Yeah, he's got 9.
And Burkhead lost it. Dickerson will have it. Time running out. Scramble for it, and time runs out in the third quarter of play. But Washington County holds on to a 10-point lead. Washington County 48, Nelson County 38. You're listening to high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Points, but in that particular quarter, the third quarter, Washington County was outscored 12-8, and it was Nelson County really outplaying Washington County. Not to put it not to sugarcoat it at all. Nelson County will get it to start the fourth quarter. Here's the legend, Hal B.
Nelson County on the inbounds with Cooper, and quick whistle as the ball is knocked out of bounds. Over there with my brother-in-law, Wayne Smith, Mr. Midway Road. And the ball tipped away on the inbounds by Nelson, stolen. As Willis has it, tries to go down low to Jake Yates, out of bounds, touched last by Nelson County. So Washington County on the inbounds. Willis gets it to Hurst. Hurst puts it up and in.
Was a tough shot by Devin. Somehow got it to go. He's got 12 tonight.
50-38. Washington County. Baseline move by Nelson County, no good, a whistle on the foul. Colson Cooper made his way down the baseline, hammered underneath by Washington County. It's going to be on Drew Yates. But it's going to be,
Jake Yates. Yeah, that's his second.
Going to be number 2. So Cooper at the strike, shooting 2. Cooper first shot up, missed it. Colson Cooper, junior guard at Nelson County High School for Coach Zach Allender. Remember when Zach played?
Yep.
That shot up,
Ooh, that
no
one
good.
bad.
And the ball smacked away, but Jake Yates able to hang on to it, gets it to Willis. Willis down the lane, drives, puts it up, no good, but a blocking foul. Foul underneath on Barrett McGill. Number 3. sends Willis to the stripe. Cam Willis, shooting 2.
Boy, he gets to the free throw line a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, pretty successful. How's his night going so far? He hits his
Well,
first
he's got
one.
13 points. 14 now with that made free throw.
He'll shoot one more. Shot up, bottom. 52-38, Washington County. Back down court with Nelson County in a scramble for it. Loose ball, Burkhead and Hurst putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Jump ball. Washington County will have it. Carter Shrine in there trying to stay alive between Hurst and Burkhead. Shoemaker will check back in. Cooper will have a seat for Nelson. It's on the inbounds. Hurst will kick it in. Official coming over here. Somebody must have spilt something over there in front of the Washington County stands. Bernard Smalley. He is so handy.
He can do it all, can he?
Shorty said he can do it all.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Look at him over there. Remind me, note to self, call Bernard about problem in kitchen floor.
Yeah, he may
Okay.
not return that one.
Yeah, I think so. You know. Hey, and I wouldn't shoot Bernard for basketball and clean the kitchen floor either.
I'd suggest
he,
not to do that.
he and I are too far apart in age. I wouldn't want to do that either. Double or nothing. Jake Yates in the paint. Turnaround right-hander. Short. Rebound. Barrett McGill.
Not the best.
The ball
I've seen.
taken back away by Washington County. Look at Willis.
Yeah, not the best
Nice
I've
shot.
seen from Jake Yates this year. He's still playing, but he just can't get it to go tonight.
Yeah, not a good night. Willis to Yates in the lane. Puts it up. Got it. But on the floor we'll have the foul.
Yep. Not going to let him count this one. And that foul will be on. Who'd they call that one on? 42. That is Barrett McGill, his fourth. Third against Nelson.
Miles in. Barrett McGill will have a seat. Drew Yates will inbounds the ball for Washington County. Lob it in. Willis will have it. Willis. Right side Burkhead. 6:40 to go in this one. Now Jake Yates, nice move. The fake, he'll put it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Drew had it. Now Jake has it. Tie up underneath, and it's going to be jump ball. Possession arrow Nelson. Jake, he's a rough hombre. He went right after it, didn't he? I like it.
If I'm going after rattlesnake hunting, I'm taking Jake Yates with me. I tell you that right now.
Yeah. Jump right on it, wouldn't he?
Taking that rascal with me.
52-38 Washington County. There's Miles, right corner for Nelson. Yates boys got him covered up. Finds Shoemaker inside McGill. Back on the outside, they go Shrine. Now to Shoemaker. 3-ball on the way. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Now he'll drive, puts it up. It rolls in there. Marcus Shoemaker. Nice job. 52-40. That's still a 12-point game. Washington County will bring it down, met by that man-to-man defense by Nelson. Hurst will have it. Hurst to Burkhead. Burkhead. Nice crossover, finds Hurst. Washington County slowing it down a bit. Boy, it looks like they're almost in four corners.
Yep.
Hurst will have it. Hurst on the drive out to Drew Yates. Thought about the three. Instead goes to Hurst. And of course, all this lets a little air out of the ball. And if you're Bernard Smalley, that's not bad. It's a district game. You know, we do seed in the 19th, so you want to win these. Not like the blind draw we used to do in the 19th. And
that the 20th
that the 20th boys do. That's right.
Yeah.
Ball tipped away, almost stolen by Nelson County. Jake Yates gets it back. Yeah, the 20th district boys do the blind draw. I don't know of too many other teams that do it. I don't think there's any other in the 5th region that do it. But the girls still seed, right?
That is correct.
Okay. There you go.
You got it, Beasley.
That's going to be Drew Yates driving all the way down, knocked out of bounds. The 19th and 20th district, 19th district is here at Washington County, and 20th district, Jim, coming up in into February. Campbellsville.
Yeah.
Your regional games, the boys region is at Marion County, and the girls will be at Central Hart.
That's correct.
Timeout on the floor. Nelson County timeout. We'll take a timeout. Your score, Washington County 52, Nelson County 40. This is high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit don't change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate, say we changed and look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Quarter of this one, Washington County not exactly at the top of their game, but they do lead by 12 points. Speaking the top of our game, we'll be back on the air Friday night at Campbellsville as Marion County will travel to Campbellsville for a 20th district game. Pre-game show for the girls start at 5:45. Tip-off at 6 with the boys to follow. 4:46 to go in the fourth quarter, 52-40. Here's how.
On the inbounds with Washington County, they'll find Willis. Willis will back it back out now, brings it out center court. Willis drives, now backs it back out. Still look like Washington County looking just to try and let a little time off the clock. Man-to-man defense by Nelson County. Burkhead will have it. Now Hurst with it. Hurst over to Burkhead. Burkhead in the paint, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Tipped around Nelson County with the ball.
Now, Washington's having a little trouble with the size of Nelson. I think at the end of the day, that's what's kind of stifled Jake Yates underneath.
Miles puts it up. It rolls in there. Yeah, I think you're right. And another thing, Washington County really kind of cold from the field here in this second half. They haven't hit like they did this past week. In all three of their games last week, they were smoking the nets. A little bit, their shooting percentage is not as good as it was this past week in their games. Jake Yates. Trapped underneath, has it, trying to get rid of it. We're going to have a foul on Nelson County. Jake Yates trying to help the player up, I think. Using hand signals about what was going on to the official. Pointing to him, not me. Foul underneath on Corey Green for Nelson County. I like those hand signals. No, it wasn't me, it was him. All on him. Don't know what that was all about. I think they have.
Jake Yates might have a little blood on him.
Got a strawberry.
Yeah. So John Floyd.
So Floyd's going to go in for him. So Floyd is in and Jake Yates is out. When he hit the floor scrambling after that ball, he hit his elbow, scraped it. And some blood on the jersey of Devin Hurst. So now they're down here arguing about it needs either a timeout taken by Washington County or a sub. So they're saying Hurst has to come out.
Devin Hurst wearing 23 now.
You know, the official saying that no, Hurst has so much time to get the jersey changed. Burkhead drives, left-hander up, no good. Tipped around, coming up with it's going to be Benton McGill. Washington County's cold. I mean,
can't get anything
3:28 to go, 10-point game. Anything can happen. Floyd retaliates the pass from Boondock out of bounds. Burkhead's in. Dickerson will check into the lineup. 3:25 to go. 52-42. Washington County by 10. Right side, Boondock three on the way. No good. Tip up, no good. Rebound, Drew Yates. And almost taken away, and yes, taken away by Barrett McGill. And then he's going to be called with carrying the ball. You know, he's saying, I didn't do it, Coach. And the coach, Zach Allender, says, yeah, you did. 52-42. Commanders by 10. Nelson County, they are playing hard, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. They're going to call it on Boondock before we even inbounds it. And he'll lob it in. We say it's Dickerson gets into Willis. Willis will have it. Willis back around, now off the right side. 3 minutes to go in this one. Willis with the ball, has it off the right side, looks for the lob. It hits the backboard, and somehow Hurst comes up with it. So Hurst will have it. Hurst back out center court, finds Drew Yates. Yates behind the three, Shoemaker's all over him. Now to Willis.
Dude,
Willis, boy, Boondock all over him, and then they're going to get the foul on Boondock. So that'll be number 2 on Boondock. 16 foul. Is it a bonus situation?
No, they say no. It was the 16 foul.
Yeah.
A little confusion there, but next foul they'll be in the bonus.
Hurst on the inbounds. Gets it to Drew Yates. Yates will have it, and Shoemaker takes it away from him. Yates just not taking care of the ball.
And
then Yates
picks up the foul in retaliation.
Picks up the foul.
Yeah, his 4th. This.
Let's wait. I don't think they're going to call the foul. I think they're going to say Yates.
Washington County, number 2, Josh Burkhead. He replaced him.
Maybe not.
No, they're just going to say out of bounds. Touch
Okay.
last by Yates. I thought maybe there for a minute they're going to call the foul. I think Bernard thought so as well. He took Drew Yates out.
Yeah, he's letting him have it over there.
Yeah, Yates
too.
not a good night tonight. The Yates boys not really a big shooting night for him. Looks like they're going to say out of bounds, touch last by Nelson. That's a break for Washington County. Here's Willis. Willis drives in, lays it up and in. I think Willis is going to have to really take control here in this game on the offense. 3 by Shoemaker, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Barrett McGill. McGill on the right side, a 3 by Green. Air ball. Burkhead will come up with it. Burkhead finds Willis. Willis down court. We'll see Cameron check in next break along with Miles and whistle and a foul.
Boondocks again.
Be number 3. 17 foul. So for the final 157, there'll be 1 in the bonus for Washington County. Subs all checking in. Shrine's the other one checking in for Nelson County. Cameron Willis, 5'10" junior at the stripe. 1 and the bonus. Shot up and in. He'll shoot 1 more.
18 for Cam tonight.
My turf management specialist.
Done pretty well.
Second one up, got it.
I'm looking forward to you talking to Bernard. I get the feeling he's not going to be real satisfied with this.
He won't be.
With this game.
I agree with you. And inside Miles, shot up. It rolls off there, but he'll go the stripe.
Evan Hurst.
Hurst with the personal.
Washington County, number 23, Devin Hurst. His 3rd team catch.
Yeah,
Gary Miles.
he'll definitely have a long talk with this team. Miles shot up, rolls off there.
You know, Nelson
After this
County
one.
has lost or missed a boatload of free throws too, or this game would even be closer.
It would be.
I mean, you're really lucky to be up 14 at this point, honestly.
Next one up and in. Well, Washington has a long break till they start in the All-A Classic, which is next Monday night. They play Bergen. And our plans are, Jim, are to follow them after that first night. That would be the next Friday. They would play in the semifinals of the All-A.
Gotcha.
So
the entire tournament is held in Somerset.
it's
is that
in
correct?
Somerset, that's correct. So that would be on the 19th, if it happens. Butler, for Washington County, Baker will check in. Robbie Baker and Dickerson will have a seat. Then, of course, we've got all of our other games coming up next week as well. Second shot up by Willis rolls in, or first shot up by Willis rolls in there, I should say. Already looking into next week. Because Tuesday of that week, we got a big district game in the 20th as Willis hits the second one. You got Camelsville Friday, but that coming up Tuesday at Dare County.
Yeah.
That'll be a big one.
Zion Harmon, one of the best players in the state.
That'll be a good one.
Vino have that call.
That'll be a dandy ball game at Marion County. Inside, Shoemaker shot up no good, but a whistle and a foul. So we'll see how the week plays out. At least plan on maybe doing some of that, at least some coverage from down there. I know we've got a Marion Taylor County game on that Friday the 19th, but we'll see who. You got to win first, though. Bernard Spawn will be the first one to tell you that, to have any type of play in that. Shoemaker at the line hits the first one. Marcus Shoemaker, Jr. Next one up, got it. 58-45. Washington County and a quick foul on Willis. 1:23 remaining in this one. Foul on Carter Shrine. 1:23 to go in this one. 58-45. Willis, how's he been shooting from the charity stripe?
Like he's only missed once tonight. Pretty good.
He's got a bushel basket full. Sets for his first. First one up and in. Cam Willis, 5'10" junior. Entering the game for Nelson County, Benton McGill. Willis will shoot one more.
If he hits this one, it'll be 15 of 16 on the night.
Shot up and in. Well, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Not a bad night at the office. 60-45. Shoemaker drives, puts it up, missed it. Rebound underneath by Floyd. Floyd to Willis. Willis straight away. Down that right baseline. He'll dribble back out. Somebody's going to have to foul him. Shrine giving him some pressure. Shrine will foul him. Whistle and a foul on Carter Shrine.
That's going to be it for Shrine.
So that'll be his fifth.
Two-shot foul coming for Cam.
Under a minute to go as Cam Willis will be at the stride. First shot up, rolls in there. Boy, you know, one thing is you got to go to the All-A. What a great player to take to the All-A with you, then Cameron Willis. He shoots a lot of free throws well.
He's the general.
He handles the ball. Yeah, he's a floor general. Next one up and in. He'll come out. Into the game for Washington County. Who is that?
Do not have him on.
I cannot believe it. I don't have his number either.
Number 25.
It's not on either one of mine. And I got mine from the PA announcer. Let's see if I can find it. 50 seconds to go. Left side ball tipped up. Shoemaker will have it. Shoemaker jumper off the left wing. Got it. 62-47. Washington County a whistle and timeout. Christian Smith, 5'10" sophomore, is in there. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here because that'll give you a chance to listen to Jim Reed tell you about our next broadcast, which is 20th District Basketball, and we're headed to Campbellsville on Friday night.
It's going to be fun. Always enjoyed going to Campbellsville. Some nice folks, obviously former Marion County coach Tim Davis now at the helm, and former Marion County All-State and state champion Anthony Epps with the girls team. Just a good time. Tip-off 5:45 for the girls, 6 o'clock, tip-off at 6 and a pregame at 5:45. It'll be fun, boys to follow.
Tobias Dawson's in there now. Josh Graves. Coming up with it's Hurst. Hurst out there. Finds Smith. Baker's back in there. Timeout. Taven Hodgins. 5'10" sophomores in there. So we're back to what happened here.
Not sure what that whistle was about. Maybe the flash over there, I'm betting.
On the camera?
Yeah.
10 seconds to go. Smith will have it. Maybe it was. Maybe somebody had to get a good picture of Charlie Jones before you leave this evening. One of our officials. That'll do it. This game is over, Jim. Final score. Washington County defeats Nelson County. Your final score, Washington County 62, Nelson County 47. Keep it right here. We've got post-game activities coming up for you in just a moment. You're listening to high school basketball on 100.9 WLSK.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset shit don't change. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot off to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
We're dreaming on and on, we're dreaming on and on. The stars are all around, the stars are all around.
Oh, man. Final score here this evening at Washington County High School. Washington County defeats Nelson County by a score of 62-47. Assistant coach of the Washington County Commanders joins us. Chad Willis is out here. You know, you look at this game, and you came off of 3 excellent games last week, but you come up with the W. You do get that, but not one of the better performances out of a Washington County team, I'm sure, after the tremendous play that you had last week.
Well, I think being out of school the last 2 days, I know that hurt us, and every 50-50 ball in the first half we couldn't get to. We could not get to. Thank goodness that we were hitting some free throws because we didn't have a lot of offense. I think the second half we scored 22 points.
Yeah. I think you look at our shooting percentage in this game, it's not going to be good.
Oh, and that's a credit also to Nelson County. they play hard on defense. They really do play hard on defense. But then we didn't run our sets very well, and we just wasn't into the game tonight, to be honest with you.
Well, brag if you will. I thought Cam Willis came in, your son, 25 points. Excellent from the free throw line. I mean, he just had a fantastic evening.
Well, thank goodness he was hitting some free throws because he didn't shoot a lot of shots. But
17 for 18.
17 for 18. So, yeah, and that was the key in the first half. And we told them all we were in the bonus by the start of the second quarter, and that made all the difference. And we just kept attacking, and we were able to knock down free throws. This team shoots free throws pretty well.
Hurst had 12.
Hurst had a good game. We just, after an emotional week last week, and then also 2 days out of school, I guess, and kids are routines. We like a routine to get going to school, getting up in the morning. We did do a shoot-around today. It was 12 o'clock, and we thought they were ready to go. It wasn't a great big crowd tonight like we had last week, but a win's a win sometimes.
Well, a win's a win. You get ready now for the All-A Classic. Coming up on Monday, you travel to Somerset to play Bergen.
Yes, we've got some film on Bergen. Been watching them, and hopefully we'll come out with the first round victory, and then the finals is on Friday night.
For the championship game will be on Friday night.
Yes.
So, yeah, the winner of that goes to the All-A, and the All-A, it's just a wonderful thing to participate in if you can get there.
Somerset would probably, if you look on paper, they're the favorite. They start four. I've been watching several videos of films of them. They start 4 seniors and 1 junior. But Danville Speed, that's who Danville and Somerset play their first round game. They've got a lot of speed, and they could give Somerset some issues with that.
Anything with the long period of time not playing, is that trouble a coaching staff in any way, or what do you do, that you have so much time till Monday before you play?
Well, I think we are going to take one day off because we played. I mean, if you look in our region,
it's a busy week.
We played more games than anybody in the region. We loaded our schedule up early, and we've got some things we got to work on. We have 8 to 10 possessions every game that are wasted almost. It's a bad turnover, and it's not defense a lot of times. It's just a bad turnover or a bad or forced shot, which they are 16, 17-year-old kids, and you're going to have that time.
Jim asked me if I'd maybe play a little horse with Cam and go double or nothing on paying for my yard getting mowed or not. I'm thinking I don't much want to do that.
I used to play. I played horse with him.
Of course, you was a good old sure shot over at Taylor County.
I can't. Yeah, but he beat me.
You might be my skipper. I may be looking at you. Me and Todd, maybe you'd let Todd and both of us have a shot if we did that.
Maybe so.
Hey, congratulations on the win against Nelson. That's always a good one when you can come up with a win in the district. And good luck and get the All-A.
All right, thank you so much, Hal.
Chad Willis, he is the assistant coach for the Washington County Commanders, coming out here in the post game and joining us as the final score, 62-47 in boys action. We'll go over here to Jim Reed and we'll take a look at some numbers. Jim, what did Chad say? A win's a win's a win.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
They come up with the W here tonight.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got your 10th win, and
right.
And you'll take that every day of the year. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. First for Nelson County, Marcus Shoemaker, 9 points for Shoemaker, 8 points for Garrett Miles, 4 for Keith Ellery, 2 for Carter Shrine, 3 points for Corey Green, 9 points for Keaton Cameron. He had all of those in the third quarter. He hit 2 3-pointers and then shot 3 free throws for those 9 points. 12 points for Benton McGill. As mentioned, Nelson County missed a boatload of free throws. It could have been a lot closer game than what it was. They were 10 for 20 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, for Washington County, they are led in scoring by Cam Willis. 25 points for Willis, 17 of 18. Try that at home from the charity stripe. 11 points for Drew Yates. Not the best performance I've seen from Drew. Really struggled. He did, however, get 11 points in the first half to lead Washington County in that first half. That's what he finished with. 3 points for Robbie Baker, 12 for Devin Hurst, and 4 points for Jake Yates. Meanwhile, Josh Burkhead, he had 5, and John Floyd, he contributed a basket. He had 2 points. 62-47. Washington County continue the hot shooting from the charity stripe. 26 of 29. Now 17 of 18 for Cam Willis will do pretty good for you there. On the season, Washington County improves to 10-9 and 5-2 in the 19th district. Meanwhile, Nelson County falls to 4-12 and 1-4 in the 19th.
Time now for the hot player of the game, brought to you by Hensley's Heating and Air. When you're cold, but when you're hot, you're hot. With cold weather upon us, stop worrying about old man winter and contact Hensley's Heating and Air. That number is 859-336-3965.
Well, how about we reverse roles, and I'll pick Nelson County and you pick Washington County.
You're making it easy for me.
All right, brother.
Well, I mean, as easy can be. I'll go with Cam Willis.
You got it.
17-18 from the charity stripe, 25 points. Another good night for Willis, adding to this victory for Washington County.
And I'm going to say the Hensley's hot player of the game for Nelson County was none other than Keaton Cameron. I mean, he was on fire, especially in that third quarter where he hit 2 3-pointers, all 3 of his free throws. The Nelson County Hensley's hot player of the game is Mr. Keaton Cameron. He finished with 9 points.
Busy weekend. Talk about Friday and a little bit about Saturday, Jim.
Going to be fun. We've had a busy time on here in Country 100.9. We would not have it any other way. Friday night we will travel to Campbellsville High School in an important 20th district battle, as it'll be Campbellsville and Marion County battling in the 20th district. The pregame show for the girls' game starts at 5:45. Tip-off 6 o'clock. The boys will follow, and then an event that we look forward to each year, the Autism Classic at Marion County High School, and the Marion County girls and boys will be participating in that one. I think there's going to be a game starting at 4 o'clock that afternoon. North Hardin and Bullitt Central maybe, but don't take my word for sure on that. But I can tell you that Marion County Lady Knights will battle Greene County at 6 o'clock. And the boys will play Taylor County. Now, that isn't a non-district seeding impact game, but they will play. That one is 8 o'clock. So we'll have our tip-off or our pregame show for the girls' game at around 5:45, depending on how that first game plays out, and then the boys will follow. But come out there, support a great cause, that Autism Classic. They really do a good job with that, raising money for all of the kids to benefit autism awareness. I think they still give away maybe a trip or something to one of the families. But it's a great event, and we're happy to be there. Friday night, Chad Littlebino will be there, and then I'll rejoin you on Saturday. So
looking forward to it. Then we're going to get you back to the next week. Now, I'd be remiss before we close just to give a quick little thoughts from Jim and myself and the prayers to the Brockman family. We had talked about our good friend Bobby Brockman many times. He's been on this radio station many times in my 28 years here. Bobby was the sports editor for the Central Kentucky News Journal. We would often interview him. Bobby passed away this past Saturday evening or Sunday morning in his sleep, and leaves behind 3 daughters, a grandchild, and his wife in Campbellsville. So just a really heartfelt outreach to the Brockman family and the loss of Bobby Brockman. So we definitely want to reach out to that family, let them know that they're part of our station family, and definitely he'll be missed. But heaven gained another angel with Bobby Brockman. He was just a good man.
Yeah, he was. I'll echo what you said, Hal. I mean, it's one of the fortunate things about being in the business that we are in. You get to meet a lot of fantastic people. Bobby Brockman was certainly at the top of the list when it comes to people. He's one of those guys that absolutely, he was a wealth of knowledge. When you had a question, anything to do with the 5th region, the 20th district, Bobby Brockman was that guy that you knew you could call and he would have an answer. He will be greatly missed in and around the gymnasiums of especially over in Campbellsville and Taylor County, but in all of the 5th region. Rest in peace, Bobby Brockman. You will be missed, my friend. That's going to do it for our broadcast. We'll be back on the air on Friday night. We look forward to joining you for that one from Campbellsville. But for tonight, for our studio engineer, Christopher Begley, for the legend, Hal B. Good, I am Jim Reed, wishing you and yours a pleasant good evening. So long, folks.